Whoa, oh my bad. What is up everyone and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are gonna be filling up that trailer right behind me with horses, and then we're gonna bring it to the brand new rodeo that they added in this week's update. So if you guys are excited for this insane crazy job, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean the world to me. And I think we should begin with the video. Cutting the grass. And what's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are back with some more American Plains money because we are going to be bringing horses to a rodeo that was added in this week's update. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but the festival is right there and the rodeo is right in here. So let me quickly open this up. Open sesame. Yes, it always works. And if we come over here, whoa, what is this panel? Open that. Yo, that's actually pretty sick. I did not know that. Here, let me close that up. All right, so this is the rodeo right here. I was asking you guys what this was, and I got a lot of comments telling me that this is a rodeo. So I was like, okay, you know what if we bring horses to the rodeo, which is what we're gonna be doing in today's video. And if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean the world to me. And I think we should begin with the video. So we're gonna go in the TRX because we're gonna head right back home and pick up our work truck, since we're gonna use the work truck to pick up the trailer that we need to pick up the horses. And then once we've got all of that stuff, we got the trailer and the horses, we're gonna be able to come back to the festival. So let's get out of here. We're gonna make let's say a right turn right here. So let's put on those blinkers, and then we are on our way to our house. By the way, you guys, I've been thinking about moving. I know I just moved, but I feel like if I move again, I'm gonna be able to get a better house, because the house that I'm currently in, it's just in a weird location and it doesn't even have a car garage. How can you have a house with a car garage? Dude, I feel so poor. But anyways, we have arrived. Oh yeah, by the way, look at all these houses. They got garages and stuff. 1, 2, they got so much space. Oh, this one's nice. Wait a minute, is this one 2 stories? Let me know if this is 2 stories, because if it's 2 stories, then I'm probably just gonna move into this house right here. But yeah, thinking about getting out of here because I definitely want some parking for my trucks. But anyways, we have arrived. Let's go and grab, hold on, let me go and grab a quick drink. Hello everyone. Oh my goodness, it is so dark in here. Let me turn on those lights. Let me get a quick drinky drink. And I forgot we don't have any drinks. All right, so it looks like we're not gonna be drinking today any water. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm gonna go and leave my tools right here. Hopefully no one steals them, because that is not gonna be good. I'm gonna be really sad. But anyways, let's hop in the pickup. Oh dude, I missed the work truck, even though I said I was gonna supposed to give it a break, but we kind of have to use it today since I don't have a hitch for the TRX. So this is kind of like a mandatory. We're gonna start making our way to the location where we're gonna be able to pick up this trailer. Oh, I did not mean to press my hazards. Let me turn that off. There you go, and turn. Oh my goodness. Oh no, we might be stuck. Hold on. Come on, let me put this thing in manual mode. There you go. Just ignore that totally did not happen, but the trailer should be right here. Thankfully it's not too far away from where we live. So let me turn on the blinkers, make sure there is no one coming. All right, it seems to be clear, which means we can pull right in. Let's go and find this trailer. I don't know where it is actually. Let me put this in park. I feel like it's gonna be in here. Let me see if it's gonna be in here. Let's open that door, and hopefully the trailer for the horses is in here. And trailer, hello, bro, it's not in here. Oh my goodness, dude, I just got pranked. I got pranked. Where is the trailer? I don't know where it is. Let me just drive around. Maybe we can find it if we could just like drive around or something. Let's see. Trailer. Yeah, I don't see it. And oh my goodness, it's right there. Now I see it. Yo, this trailer is sick. I don't know if we're gonna have enough space for the horses, but you know, hopefully this should be good. Let me open that up. We're gonna give it a nice little tour of the trailer for the horses. So let me hop in, and yeah, you know what? This should be able to be enough space. So let me get out of here. We're gonna close the door right back up, and ooh, look at this. There's horses. I mean, there's sheep and animals and whatever. What's going on, siblings? I mean, cows. Oh no, they look a little bit tired. You guys, I think they're possessed. Let me just get out of here. I should not be right here. Let's close that gate, and then we are gonna hop in the pickup. There we go. Let's get it connected. Slow and steady wins the race, and boom, we are now connected. expected. And before we do actually head out, I do want to close my tailgate. Is that what it's called? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, I'm right. I'm always right. And then we're gonna be able to go to the farm and pick up the horses. So let's make a right, and then we're gonna have to take the dirt road that we did pass, which is gonna be it should be right around here actually. Oh, it's right here. All right, let's make that right turn. There we go. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And then the farm should be on the left side. So keep your eyes peeled and try to see the farm. Oh yeah, I did say left side. I don't know why I was looking on the right side. I think it's gonna be this one. Yes, it's gonna be this one. We can honestly just take the dirt path. So let's take this. And oh, there's a tree right there. Be careful. I do not see that. Alrighty, we have now arrived, and we're gonna go and pick up the horses right here. But in order for us to pick up the horses, we gotta back this thing all the way up. Ugh. And then we gotta open up one of these gates, which honestly, let's see, which one should we open? I think this one right here. Let's open that up. Hopefully that is enough space to back in the trailer so we can load up the horses. And by the way, some of you guys might say, Hakai, those aren't horses. We're role playing, guys. Pretend. So I'm gonna hop in. We're gonna carefully back this thing up. Careful. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. And oh no, I am about to crash. Let me fix myself. I think this should be a little bit better. Back her up. And I think we might be in, you guys. No way. Let's hop out. Dude, did we manage to squeeze through? Yes, look at that, dude. That is perfect. I might be the world's best APM driver. But now it's time to load up the horses. So let me open up the door. There we go. And horses, everyone. Oh, they're not listening. Horses. Hey, I got food in the trailer if you guys want it. Now we just wait for them to fall for the trap. Dude, I took a little nap. I feel like it was taking forever. Wait a minute, you're not gonna go inside the trailer? Horsey? The pretend horsey? Oh, wait a minute. No way. Is this thing filled up? Yo, this thing is filled up to the brim right here. Yo, I can't. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Dude, it smells in here. Oh, okay, everyone, attention. Today, we are gonna be going to the rodeo, so I hope you guys are excited. And yeah, let's begin. Not sure why I gave them that introduction, but I don't know. I'm insane. But let me quickly pull out because we're gonna close up the gate before we do head out. I don't want any of these animals to escape because I don't want the farm owner, or yeah, the farm owner, to get mad at me. That would not be good. But let me hop right in. There we go. Oh, this thing is not turning on. Ugh, there you go. Wait, is this thing in park? Oh no. For a second, I thought it was in park, but we are gonna head over to the tool store because we need these animals to be fed. So we're probably just gonna throw in like 2 or 3 bundles of hay bales in the back of the pickup, and then we're gonna be able to finally, yes, I'm being serious, finally head over to the festival and get these unloaded and dropped into the rodeo. So let's make a right turn right here. Let's turn on those blinkers, and oh, there goes the stop sign. Oh god, that's probably my 3rd time of this week knocking down that stop sign. So yeah, the city is not very happy with me since I'm always knocking down these stop signs. But it looks like we have arrived back in town, and we're gonna quickly pull over to this side. Let's see where I can actually pull over since I'm not trying to park this thing in the parking lot of the Plain Tool store. Let's leave it on with our emergency lights, and so we're gonna be parking it on the side of the road, and we are gonna quickly grab some of these hay bales right here. So I think, like I said, maybe 1, 2, or 3 is gonna be perfect. And oh my goodness, these are so heavy. Holy moly, guacamole. This is gonna take forever. So let's load up the first one right in the back. Let's see, how is this gonna fit? I think I have to put it like horizontal. Let me try to put it horizontal. Oh yeah, not bad. That's actually pretty nice. Let me try to grab like 2 more. All right, we got the second hay bale. There we go. Number 2. And after this one, we're gonna need to grab 1 more. So let's throw this one right in the back. I'm not sure if I can put it right next to it. Let me see, how is that looking? Oh yeah, that's actually not bad. All right, we're so close to putting it right next to the hitch, but it looks like we got enough space to add 1 more. I'm probably gonna add another one between the 2 we just placed, so it's gonna look like a little triangle. All right, we got the 3rd hay bale. Dude, I'm gonna definitely feel this in the morning. Dude, my back is hurting. Holy moly, guacamole. And especially that I'm getting older. I'm gonna be turning 67 years old. I mean 68, since I already turned 67 years old with 13-year bros. Me and him are the same age. Not that you guys cared, because I got 0 birthday wishes. But anyways, let's get out of here. We should now be able to head back to the festival. Let me just turn around since I don't want to go all the way down there and make a U-turn. So we're just gonna pull in a little shortcut, and then we should be able to cross this intersection as long it's clear, which it seems to be. Alright, nice. Dude, everything is going perfect. Surprisingly, you guys know I might be the clumsiest YouTuber ever, but nothing really has happened anything yet. I might have to knock on wood just to make sure that nothing actually does happen. But let's pull in right here. Wait, what does that say? It says welcome to the county fair. Oh no way, I did not know this was a county fair. By the way, you guys, let me know if this is temporary or they're gonna leave this here forever, because I am pretty much sure that county fairs don't last that long. Probably like what, a month or something? I don't know. But here it is. We have arrived back to the rodeo. Dude, this space is so big. I haven't even explored it because it is so humongous. Let's see what's around here. I want to kind of explore, not that I'm talking about it. What is this? A door to where? Oh, nowhere really. But I do know there's a small kitchen inside of here. Let me actually show you guys. Let me jump over that and take a look. This is the lunch area where you take a break, and then the kitchen is right here, which, wait a minute. Wait, can I see it through here? Oh yeah, I thought there was a window. Oh yes, there's a lot of space. We got the bathrooms in here. Whoa. What is that? Oh, those are boxes. Yo, there's a lot of stuff in here. Holy moly. But anyways, let's go get these horses before they faint, since it is kind of hot right now. It's like 100 degrees, and that trailer is made out of metal, so hopefully they haven't turned into bacon yet. I'm gonna hop in, and then we are gonna pull in right here so we can back this thing up. Alrighty, back it up, and perfect. Alright, let's put this in park. We're gonna quickly open up the door, and hey, everyone, get out of my trailer. So we just gotta wait till they get out of the trailer, and then we're gonna be able to go back home. Let me check if they have finished getting off the trailer, which it looks like it's very empty, which means we can finally get out of here. So, oh wait, the hay bales. Oh my goodness. All right, you know what? Let me quickly disconnect the trailer first, which honestly I don't know where to put it. Oh, I could put it right here on the grass, unless there's a good parking spot right around here, which I don't really. Oh, I could put it right here. You know what? Let's do that. Yes, dude, everything is going. I'm getting scared, you guys. Everything is going smooth, but I'm gonna quickly disconnect this. There we go. And then all we gotta do is drop off these hay bales, since I don't want them to starve. That would not be good. So let me quickly pull in, and then we are gonna quickly feed these horses. Well, I guess leave them some food so they don't starve, but I'm gonna place them right around to the side. They can eat whenever they want. There we go. And I'm not sure where they went. I think all of them ended up going to the restroom, which is fine. So let's get out of here. Back this thing up. Oh yes, dude, everything is amazing. Let's close that door, and we gotta make sure they don't escape. And by the way, you guys, let me know if you guys want to come to my rodeo. We're gonna be having it this afternoon. If you guys want to be part of it. Not actually. All right, finally, dude, I'm so excited. I'm not gonna lie, I've been working very hard this week, so honestly I probably deserve a break, and I've been wanting to take a nap for the longest. I know you guys can make fun of me for taking a nap. Not even toddlers sleep this much. But if you guys don't remember, I ended up working so much with the bros. We ended up doing so much at the festival, and honestly I've been working there probably like every day, and I don't even get paid by them. I get paid by the city. But anyways, we have arrived back home. Let me turn this thing around. Gotta reverse, because if you guys reverse into your parking spot, then that just means you gain a lot of aura points. But if you guys did enjoy this insane video of me delivering horses, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean the world to me, and I'm gonna catch you guys at the next video, or in the next video. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another video, and it looks like it's another beautiful day. Kind of cloudy today in Southern Muddy. So today we're gonna be doing something brand new, because there has been a brand new update in Southern Muddy. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So if we open up the garage right here and look at that, as you guys can see, we have the new F1 something truck. But look at this thing. This thing is massive. This is like two of me. Look, one and then two. So this is literally so tall. It is literally the size of a semi. They also added this brand new lawnmower in Southern Muddy, and the crazy thing is that if we actually hop on and see that we can actually finally use this. I'm not sure if you guys remember, I said that I want to use these, and it looks like they are now usable. So if we actually turn this thing on, we can now cut the grass. Look at that. Oh my goodness. goodness. So far, this update has been pretty good. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I also like the color of this lawnmower. It's a nice like orange. And they also added this little nice truck. I'm not sure if this is a Ford. Kind of looks like a Chevy. I mean, you guys can correct me in the comments, but this is a very, very nice truck. It's even got like a stepping stair to hop in the truck. This thing is pretty sick. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness. It's a really nice truck. I have an idea on what to do on the next video, but today we're going to be focusing on driving this beast. Look at this. Oh my, look how it looks inside. Oh my goodness. Yo, this is crazy. This has to be one of the cleanest interiors I have ever seen. But before we actually head out, I want to close this thing because, oh, I can't believe the garage door just hit me in my face. That's pretty embarrassing. But anyways, we're going to be delivering horses today. We're going to be picking them up and coming back so we can deliver them. But before, I want to customize this new truck. So we're going to head over to the customization shop and customize this thing to my liking because this thing is completely stock. It is currently on the lowest settings when it comes to power. So I definitely want to fix that today. So let's start making our way over there. And so far, I think this is an amazing update. I would say this is a W update. So far, there hasn't been one update where they've kind of disappointed me. Kind of like no hate, but APM has been kind of lacking on the updates. I think their last good update was a truck with a flatbed, or I think it was a semi with a flatbed. Yeah, that's what it was. That was a pretty good update. Anyways, we are here at the customization shop. Let me enter and let me actually turn this thing off because this thing is super loud. All right, let's see. For the tires, I'm thinking about doing, I actually don't know which one to do. I might do trail grappler. Yeah, I might do that. Or should I do, there's open, because there's also this one. That looks pretty sick. There's street performance. Honestly, I'm probably gonna be doing extreme BOG because since this truck is pretty extreme, I think it just goes well with that. And blue, honestly, you guys, the blue just looks amazing on this truck, so I'm not even gonna change it. It looks good. Now the rims, let's see, what should we do with the rims? Oh, these are nice actually, but the default ones look good as well. I really don't want to change too much. Oh, these look pretty sick. All right, you know what, I think I'm gonna keep these. These are pretty nice. And then yeah, I'm not a fan of the fishbowl, so I'm gonna lower this a little bit, just like so, not too much like always. And for the height, I think, let's see, should we drop it or should we just, oh, you know what, okay, you know what, let me just keep it normal. Now for the upgrades, let's do 25% extra power, and let's do a little bit more coal, and let's do some turbochargers. Yeah, I think that looks pretty awesome. And now let's see, what else can we add for the attachment? Oh yeah, we should add a low profile. Actually, you know what, yeah, this one looks better. Yeah, this one looks pretty sick. We're gonna add that. We're gonna add a winch since this thing is heavy duty, and I think that is going to be it. What if we add beacons? That doesn't look good. All right, I think we are now done. Yeah, we're now done. Let me turn this thing on and let's head out. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. What the hell? I'm still pretty speechless on how big this thing is, but we can now start making our way so we can pick up the horses. So let's start making our way over there. I think we got to take a right here. But yeah, this is going to be my first time picking up horses. I've never picked up horses in Southern Money, so we're going to go check it out. We're going to go pick up the trailer and we're going to put this truck to test. We're going to see how well it performs with our new job. So let's make a left turn right here, just like so. And honestly, I really love this truck. I love how it looks, sounds, and even like, I think these are like the gas tanks. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these are the gas tanks, which look super sick. Honestly, it's probably my favorite feature out of this truck, but this thing looks pretty clean. And I believe these trucks in real life cost like $300,000 or something crazy like that. These trucks are really expensive in real life, but it looks like we are almost here. We gotta go up this hill, so hopefully we do not have too much trouble going up. So I'm gonna quickly step on it a little bit just to make sure we have enough power to go uphill. Oh, come on, keep going. Okay, keep going. Not bad. And we are now at the top. Let's see, where is the horse trailer? Oh, it's right here. I couldn't see because it matches with the building, but I don't see if there's any horses. I might have to check this thing out. So let me quickly back up, get it connected, and let's see, where are the horses? Are there horses in here? I don't see anything so far. This is also very big, but good thing we have the heavy duty truck right here. This thing is gonna probably do this without any issues. But let me open up the door, and yeah, okay, so the horses are here. And how many doors does this thing have? This thing has so many doors. And if you say, oh Hakai, there is no horses, listen, we're role playing. And let me close I didn't mean to open this one. Let me close these doors horse, just like so. And the horses gotta breathe in that fresh air. Let's pretend there's horses. And let's start making our way back to the farm because we gotta get this thing delivered. We don't have too much time. I think it's gonna be night in a couple hours. So let me get in the truck and we have to carefully, but very carefully, go down this giant hill. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a complete nightmare. So let me carefully do this. Oh no, this is bad. My brakes aren't working. Look, my wheels are completely stopped. I mean, this is a good speed. Oh no. No. Slow down. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're slowing down. Oh, that was super close. That could have been really bad. All right, there we go. We have successfully gone down the hill. For a second, I did think that this thing was gonna end up rolling over, but thankfully it did not, which means we can now start making our way over to the farm so we can get this trailer delivered and all the horses can be free. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow APM is going to be having another update, I think. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys won't miss out on that video, which is going to be tomorrow. But for now, we're gonna continue driving back to the city. I might have to step on this thing a little bit just so we can make it on time. So let me make a right turn right here. Oh, that's gonna be a big turn. Okay, thankfully there is no traffic today. Yeah, there is no one in the server. Where is everyone? Oh wait, I'm in a private server. Never mind. All right, it looks like we are now back in the main city. I am running very low on gas, so we have to do a quick run to the gas station. So let me turn right here and then I'm gonna make a left on this plaza right here so we can quickly grab some gas. This thing does eat a bunch of gas, so which is why I kind of have to be filling up a lot. So let me quickly back up just like so. I'm gonna have to be really quick. All right, let me quickly put some diesel in this thing. All right, diesel, and there we go. All right, let's go because we're kind of blocking traffic right now. Look at this, we're kind of blocking the street. So let me quickly pull out of here. I'm gonna try not to hit the gas station because if I do, this thing is gonna blow up. So let's make our way back to the farmhouse just like so. And it looks like my farmhouse is right there. I can see it in the distance. So let's step on it. Let's give it our all. And I think we're gonna have to deliver these to the back of the farm. Honestly, I think that's where I'm gonna deliver them. Let me actually just find some room so I can drop off this trailer. So this is one of the back roads right here. I'm not sure if I've shown you guys my massive property, but this is some nice space. Okay, this is actually a good place to drop it off. But let's actually check down there. I know there's some more space right down there, so it's gonna be over here. Oh, this is actually some nice space right here. All right, you know what, I think I'm gonna deliver it right here. Yeah, we're gonna leave the horses right here. I'm gonna open the door so they can escape. Where is the door? There we go. Let me open up the doors and let me close these so they can get out. And yeah, let me just quickly disconnect it from my truck. There we go. We are now disconnected and we are now finished with that little job right now. And look at that, this thing works and drives like a complete beast. Honestly, one of my favorite trucks in Southern Money. And it looks like the moon is now out. It is officially nighttime. This was an amazing update, an amazing mission we also did by delivering the horses, which I'm not sure if you guys can see, they're all the way back there. And of course, we've got our nice and blue Corvette right here. So let me walk inside. Oh, it's so warm in here. Oh, let me actually sit down. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And let me know what you guys think about this update. Is this a W or no? And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be playing Southern Mudding. As you guys can see, it is a nice and cloudy cold day, but thankfully I have my jacket on. But today we are going to be doing a special delivery and delivering some of the fastest police cars in the game to the police station. I believe they're like Hellcats or something like that. They're really fast in real life. But let me get into my 6x6 because we're going to be taking this to the trailer store because we're going to go and pick up a semi so we can throw in all the cars, what just happened? Pretty much we're gonna throw the police cars in the back of the semi, so that is why we are going to be making our way towards the trailer store. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So we have the main city right down here. As you guys can see, there is quite the people today, and I did just see someone right here. I wonder if I could steal their cars. Should I steal their cars and dump them into the river, or is that mean? You know what, that's gonna be a video idea, so not right now. We're gonna let that person off the hook. So for now, we're gonna continue on driving and make our way towards the dealership. I mean the trailer store, not the dealership. So let me pull in right here. So let me see where the semi is. Oh, and there it is. Look, there's the semi right there. So let me back up into this parking spot right here, just like so. Let me put it in park, turn off the engine, and let's hop out because we're gonna hop into this semi. This semi is pretty cool. I really love the colors. It's got this nice orange color to it. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have so much fun with this semi. So let me hop into this semi. Come on, there we go. For a second, I did not think this was gonna start, but let me turn off the emergency lights. There we go. We turned it off, and let's start making our way over to the location where these police cars are at. So let me make a right turn on this bridge, just like so. And this thing is super heavy. It is not light, but I believe the police car should be down there, the Dodge Hellcats. I am very excited to pick these up because I did try to drive one of these one time and I had a blast. So I can't wait to show you guys, and thankfully it is not too far away. But as you guys can see, it is still a beautiful and clear day. The intersection is clear, so we can continue on driving forward. And I think I might have turned the wrong way. Actually, you know what, I was going the right way. For a second, I did not think there was a intersection right down here, but there is. The whole map just didn't load, so that is why I couldn't see it. But we're gonna make a left turn right here. Let me turn on my blinkers. There we go, the blinkers are on, and let's make our turn right here, just like so. And it looks like there's some people at the brand new dirt track. By the way, if you guys haven't seen where I pretty much tested every single new vehicle and dirt bike, make sure you guys check it out. I'll link it towards the end of this video so you guys can stay up to date with all of my videos. So let's make a left turn right here, just like so. And we're gonna be looking for a parking lot, because in this parking lot there's going to be 2 police cars that we're gonna be able to pick up and throw in the back of our semi. But so far I don't see any parking lot. Hopefully we are close because the sun is starting to go down pretty fast. But it looks like there's a road down here. I feel like I should have gone down this road. I think it would have been easy. Oh, wait a minute, it's right here, it's right here. Brake, brake, brake. Okay, so how do we go about this? I might have to back into this parking lot. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Am I the goat? Is Hakai really the goat at this game? Hold on. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am the goat. Look at that, dude. That is perfect. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna give myself a pat in the back. But it looks like it is now night, so what I'm going to do is camp out in my semi, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is another beautiful morning, and today we can actually finally put all of these police cars in the back of our semi. So let me pull up the ramps and let me open up the doors, just like so. And look at these look insane. Oh my goodness, I kind of want to buy one, but we're gonna start off with this one right here. Oh my goodness, they sound so freaking good. But we're gonna throw this one on the back of the semi. Let me just align myself so I don't miss the ramps, and let's try to get inside. Oh, I spoke too soon. All right, third time is the charm. Come on, do not mess up, do not mess up. Come on. You know what, let's just cut to when I'm inside. And there we go. That was easy. Good thing I did not struggle. I think this is going to be a good spot to park this thing. Actually, I have a lot of space. I don't think I had to get that close. Let me check the front. Oh, the front's super close. I'm kind of chipping at the front of the bumper. But anyways, at least we got it in the back of the semi. Let's continue with our second one. And let's throw this one in the back of the semi. All right, can we do this one on the first try? Nope. And there we go. The second police car is now in the container. So let me close this thing and let me pull up the ramps, just like so. And we can start making our way over to the police station so we can finally deliver these police cars. So I'm gonna hop in my semi. Come on, there we go. And let me turn off the emergency lights. And I don't know which way is going to be faster. I think it's going to be down this way. Yeah, hopefully I am not wrong, and this is actually the fast way to get to the police station. So let me turn right here, just like so. Oop, kind of a really wide turn, but at least we managed to make that turn. But as you guys can see, the city is right down there. I'm not sure if you guys can see those logos of the trailer and the mechanic shop. It is going to be down there. So it looks like down on this intersection, we're going to make a right turn and then drive all the way down to the police station. So let me start throwing on my blinkers so we can make our big right turn right here, just like so. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But so far this job has been pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie, because the entrance of this thing is pretty small. So you have to make sure that you put the cars in perfectly, or it just won't go inside. But I can see the police station right down there. Oh my goodness, don't tell me it's gonna start to, oh my goodness, it is raining. Well, it's gonna rain, but it looks like it's, yeah, there's the rain, but it's thundering and raining. The conditions are so bad. Let me make a turn right here, and then let me make one more turn right here. Kind of have to hit the light post. Oh my goodness, this is so bad. This is so bad. All right, so I'm gonna park this semi right here. I'm gonna turn off the engine and put my emergency lights on just like so. And let's quickly do this because I don't want to get too wet. Oh, it's pretty safe down here. Maybe it's not that bad. Oh no, it is that bad. It is really bad. All right, let me open up this and let me pull up the ramps just like so. And let's begin with this Dodge right here. There we go. Let me get this one pulled out. Careful, careful. I don't want to damage it because these are brand new. Oh my goodness, what is going on? All right, so I'm gonna park this one right here just like so. We got our first police car delivered, and now let's get into our second one. And let's carefully pull this one out just like so. All right, so far so good. Look at that, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And let's get this one parked right next to the first one that we unloaded. Let me throw this in park, turn off the engine, and look at that, we have our first 2 police cars delivered. And look at that, we have our 2 police cars delivered, brand new, the fastest in the game at the police station. Let me actually go inside. It is pouring outside. It is really bad. Anyways, for security, I'm gonna get a Glock. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like I don't need it anymore. It stopped raining. All right, that means we can close up this again, just like so. And let me pull up the ramps. Wait, hold on. Why can't I pull this up? Oh, there we go. And I think that was a mission success. All we have to do, what is that guy doing over there? All we have to do is return this semi to the trailer store, which is going to be pretty easy. It is literally down the road. So I think I'm gonna park it right down here. Let me turn off my emergency lights off, and then I'm gonna put this thing in park, turn it off, and look at that, very easy. All right, let's make our way to our truck right here. It looks like it is still here. Thankfully, no one ended up stealing our truck, which is a very good thing, and we can start making our way back home. Thankfully, we are now back home. So let me actually back this thing up, and I think I'm gonna open up the garage because I don't want my truck to get too wet. So let me get in and let me back this thing into my garage just like so. I think that should be good. Hold on, I think, is that good? Yeah, that is perfect. All right, so let me close the garage just like so, and let me go inside. It is so comfy in here. Oh my goodness, I forgot how cozy my house is. Did I leave my headlights on? Oh my goodness. Anyways, then I have my comfy bed right here. I'm probably gonna take a huge nap. And if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. Go guys, I just woke up and I just heard someone take my Corvette. So someone just stole my Corvette. We have to go and get it before they actually crash it. So let's go. As you guys can see, it is the morning right now, and we are back with Southern Modding. So make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe because this is going to be an insane video. So we are in a 6x6 and we're gonna try to find our Corvette because someone just stole it off my driveway. I literally just heard someone take it as I was waking up, and we have to hurry up because I don't want them, like I said, I don't want them to crash this at all. So we're gonna go look for my car and take it back because obviously this car does not belong to them. So I'm gonna drive a little bit crazy because I am very worried about my car, but so far I don't see anything. We're gonna drive into the city and see maybe if we took it to, I don't know, one of the shops or something like that. Hopefully we can find him because I don't know what he could do to my car. But so far there seems to be quite the people, and there's a police person right here. I don't think they've seen the person that stole my Corvette, but we're gonna continue driving. So far I don't see anything. Wait, hold on. Okay, so the shop looks pretty empty, so I don't think anyone is in there, and no one is at the trailer store. So maybe they took it camping or something like that, who knows. But it looks like we have an intersection right here, and so far I don't see anything. I think I'm gonna take a left turn. Oh wait a minute, is that my Corvette? No way, no freaking way. Did he crash it? Oh my goodness, what happened? OMG, dude, did he crash my Corvette? We gotta check this out. Hold on. Oh my goodness, the entire front is smashed into it, and it looks like the trucker took an ambulance, and I think the robber that stole my Corvette literally fled on foot because I don't see him. He probably went to go hide in the woods or something like that. But look at the condition my Corvette is in. Oh my goodness, I don't think my insurance is going to pay for this. But anyways, we gotta fix this thing. I think what we have to do is pick up a tow truck, which is going to be right down at the trailer store. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, so we can get this thing back to the mechanic shop. Oh my goodness, dude, this is a complete disaster. What a way to wake up, right? So let me get back in my 6x6 and let's start making our way over to the trailer store so we can get some type of tow truck so we can save my car. And we will probably move that semi out of the way as well because I doubt that it took any damage. As you guys can see, the semi took pretty much almost no damage, and my car crumbled like paper. But we have the trailer store right here. I'm gonna make a right turn right here, and we're gonna get it parked next to the tow truck. Wait a minute, where's this guy gonna park? I don't know if he's gonna park or anything. But I'm gonna park my truck right here. I'm gonna take his parking spot. I'm gonna park it, turn off the engine, and let's get in the tow truck. So let me get in here and let me turn on the beacon lights. There we go. And let's start making our way back to the car crash. But I guess this is a lesson for me because I always leave all of my cars parked in the driveway. So I think I'm gonna start parking them inside the garage just to prevent something like this to ever happen again. But we are back at the spot, so I think I'm gonna pull the Corvette. Well, at least I'm gonna try to pull the Corvette, and then, well, you know what, let me actually pull the semi out of the way. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this thing has no issues. It's still running pretty good, actually. I'm impressed how strong these things are. But I'm gonna park this thing right down the road so it won't be in anyone's way. So we're gonna leave that thing parked right there, and then I'm gonna get back in my tow truck so we can pick up my Corvette and take it to the shop because we gotta get this thing fixed up. So I'm gonna start lowering the boom. I think that's what it's called, the boom. So let me get this thing lowered just like so, and then we're gonna get this lowered as well. There we go, just like so. And let's see, can we pick this up on the first try? Let's see how goated I am. And oh, look at that, that was pretty easy. So we're gonna pick this up a little bit and let's start making our way back to the mechanic shop so we can get this thing fixed up. But what a crazy morning, because not only did we start off our morning with a high speed chase pretty much because we were looking for the person that crashed my Corvette, but we are now saving it and taking it to the mechanic shop. So let me make a right turn right here, and kind of a wide turn. Thankfully there wasn't anyone coming. And by the way, there's actually a huge update coming tomorrow, Friday, and I believe they're going to add dirt bikes. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys won't have to miss out on that video. But enough of that, make sure you also smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. I forgot to say at the beginning of the video because it was so crazy and hectic because we had to save this my Corvette. But we're gonna back up right in here and we're gonna drop it off. So let me be careful and back this thing up. Gotta make sure I drop it right between the lift, and I think that should be good right there. So let me get this thing raised down, drop it, and then lower it just like so. And I think I just gotta hop out and disconnect this thing. Hold on, let me just disconnect this thing. There we go. What the heck? I don't know what happened, but let me get back in my tow truck and let me throw this back up just like so. And now let me raise this, and I think that should be the standard placement. So let me get this thing parked back at the trailer, and then we're gonna make our way back to pick up the semi. So I'm gonna park my truck right here, but before I do, let me also turn off my beacon lights because we don't need them anymore. So let me park right here, and let's go quickly and pick up the semi because it is getting pretty dark. Or you know what, let's just pick it up in the morning. So I'm gonna make my way home and I'll catch you guys over there. Back home, I'm gonna park my truck right in the driveway, and let's go inside because we have a long day tomorrow morning. So let me get inside. What did I just do? So let me go inside. Let me go upstairs to my bedroom because I'm gonna go knock out because tomorrow we have to save the semi. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It looks like today is another beautiful morning. So we're gonna step outside and we're wait a minute, I forgot to close my doors. There we go. And we're gonna go save the semi. So let me get back in my truck. Let me get this thing turned on and let's start making our way over there. Alrighty, everyone, I am back at the place so we can save this semi. I'm gonna park right behind it, and then we will be back to pick up my truck. So let me just align myself. There we go. And let's hop into this gas tanker. It's actually a gas tanker. I really didn't see what it was because I was so distracted looking at my car because I was very shocked to see that my Corvette was literally destroyed. So we're gonna do the company a favor and deliver this gas tanker to the gas station, and then we'll come back to get our truck, and then we'll also check to see if our Corvette is finally fixed. But we gotta make sure we do this before the afternoon because I want to get home before the night. So let's be quick with this. Alrighty, it looks like we are now back in the main city. We're gonna make a right turn right here. Actually, you know what, it's green, so let me just go straight. I was gonna make whoa, that was a fast green. Yeah, it's red. You know what, yeah, let me just make a right turn right here, kind of wide. Hopefully I don't hit the post, and look at that, cleared. We cleared it. So I think this is where they fill up the gas station. So I think I'm just gonna park this thing like somewhere around here. Oh, you know what, let me just park it right down here. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good idea. I'm gonna park it right down here. So I think I'm gonna park it just like so. Yeah, that's perfect. Honestly, I'm gonna put it in park, turn it off, and let's make our way back to our truck. So I'm gonna take an Uber. I'll catch you guys over there. And here we are. The Uber just dropped me off, and we are now back to pick up our 6x6. On accident I turned on my engine and then turned it off. Anyways, let's make our way back home because they just told me that they delivered. They actually were very nice and very kind to deliver my Corvette back to my house. So we have a stop sign right here. Let's make a right turn. Let me put on my blinkers. The road is clear so we can make a nice turn, and well, a very nice and safe turn. And then let's make a left turn right here. Make sure that intersection is clear. All right, we are on the good. And then let's make a left turn right here. And would you look at that? It looks like our Corvette. Oh, hold on, my blinker's still on. And it looks like our Corvette has been completely fixed. So let me actually back into my driveway so we can check this thing out and see what kind of fixes they ended up doing. So I mean, this was a very expensive fix because my insurance said that they didn't want to cover the cost, so I had to pay with my own cash. So but at least we have our Corvette back. Look at this thing, it is like brand new. You know what, let's give this a quick spin and see if it's back to new. So I'm gonna get back in here. Dude, this Corvette sounds so good. Let me turn off traction and ABS and let's give this a try. Oh yeah, this thing still got it. It still got it. Oh yeah, this thing is still fun. Look at this. Oh yeah, we are so back. All right, before I end up crashing this thing, I'm gonna get this thing parked in my driveway just like so. And I think that was a very successful mission. Not only did we save my Corvette, but it got restored, and we did a company a favor where we returned their gasoline at the gas stations. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next Southern Mudding video. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. And I was chilling at the beach when I got this super smart idea. Let me actually show you guys what I want to do today. And by the way, we're gonna be playing a Southern Mudding off-roading, but pretty much today's goal is to pick up 10 cars from players using this tow truck right here. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So let me get in the tow truck just like so, and let's start making our way to the city because there is a lot of people over there. Let me also lock my doors of my house like that, and like I said, the goal is to grab 10 cars from players and borrow them. But so far I don't see any. I think we just found our first car. Is that a car right here? There's a truck. Okay, so it looks like we gotta go around. We have to be really fast with this. So let me turn around, and then let me start lowering my boom, and then let me also lower this as well. Now let's go back and see if he's still near his truck. And there he is. I'm not sure if you guys can see him in the distance. If he goes inside, then we're gonna go and grab his truck. So it looks like, is he going to get in? I think he's going to, yeah, he got in. Yeah, we can't steal it. All right, so let me bring this up again, but we're gonna check here in the city. I don't see any cars lying around. Wait a minute, there's a truck right here. If he leaves, we're gonna pick. Oh, I think he's leaving. Hold on, I think we can grab this car. All right, you know what, let me go around. I think he's gonna come down towards this way. All right, is he leaving? I think he's leaving. Alrighty, it looks like he left. So let me turn on my beacon lights and let's grab this truck right here. Come on, connect. Come on, connect. There we go. We got it. Let's go. We stole his truck. All right, that is going to be number 1. We need 9 more. I'm just gonna leave it right here. If he wants it, he can come and get it. All right, there seems to be a red truck over there. I think we can grab that one. Let me make sure the road is clear. I don't think any. Oh wait a minute, there is someone in the truck. All right, I'm gonna look for more view. Wait a minute, I think we might have a car right here. Alrighty, he's leaving. It looks like this guy is leaving his truck right here, so let's go and quickly pick it up. All right, I don't think he's gonna see me. Okay, looks like he went to the trailer store. All right, so this is going to be our second one. There we go. Let's go. I forgot to turn on my beacons on, but we're gonna leave this one right down here. I can't believe we were able to grab his truck. So I'm gonna disconnect it and I'm going to leave it right here. Now we just need 8 more cars and we will be complete with this challenge. Let's see, any cars that we can pick up today. All right, I think I'm gonna head over to the farm because sometimes people tend to leave their cars over there. So we're gonna go quickly check the farm and see if we can pick up anyone's cars. And it looks like it is completely empty. There is no cars that we can sadly pick up, but we're gonna go back to the city because I did see someone leave their cars parked in their front driveway. Alrighty, let's see. I think he's leaving. Is he leaving? No. Alright, I want to grab his truck, but I think he suspects that I'm gonna steal it. Wait a minute, I think that's his truck. Let's see, can we take his truck? Oh man, looks like we were too slow. Alright, let's see if there's any cars parked down here. If he leaves, then we can pick up his truck. He's leaving. Alright, let's pick up his truck. Let's go. Come on, pick it up. There we go, we got it picked up. Oh no, he's back. Let's go. We stole it. That is truck number 3. I mean, that still counts. That still counts. All right, there seems to be another. Oh, actually, you know what? That's his truck. Wait, can I pick up his tow truck? I wonder if I can pick up his tow truck. That would be pretty funny. He despawned it. Alrighty, I'm gonna switch servers in 3, 2, and 1. And we are back. It looks like it is raining in this server, but that is fine. Let me spawn the tow truck and let's start looking for cars that we could pick up. And I think actually, you know what? There's someone in this car. Alright, let's see if there's anyone down this neighborhood. No, it looks pretty clear. Maybe there's some cars parked down here. Nope, it is pretty empty. Let's actually check down this neighborhood, and I can see there's some cars coming. So let's check. There's no cars. Wait a minute, I think I see some cars. So there seems to be a semi. I don't think I can pull the semi. I mean, I could try. Never mind, he left the game. There's a truck right here. All right, let's see. Can we pick this up? Can we steal his truck in front of him? Looks like we stole his truck. Look at him. Come get it. Come get it. So that was truck number 4. Now let's check the farm. I feel like there's going to be someone there. I mean, if there's someone here, then that is going to be our 5th car. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man, there's someone in there. So it looks like there is no one at the farm besides a lot of birds. Alrighty, we are back in the city. We're going to look for more cars. Let's see if anyone spawned in or left their cars. So far, I don't see anything. Well, I can try to get this police car. I wonder if I can. I don't think it's going to let me, but it doesn't hurt to try. So let me carefully do this. And no, it looks like I cannot tow the vehicle. So this server is pretty dead. I'm going to switch servers again in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone, we are in a brand new server. As you guys can see, there is quite the people. We're going to start looking for trucks and cars that we can take. I don't think I can take any of these cars because there's people inside of them. So what the heck happened here? How do you manage to do that? Anyways, let's go look for some cars to tow. Wait, hold on. Is this attached? Yeah, it looks like it is attached. I can't tow it. Wait a minute. Can I tow a semi? Oh, it looks like I can't. Never mind. Wait a minute. There's a truck right there. Oh, he's inside. Uh-oh, I think we found a truck. Look at that. All right, so let me try to take this truck. As you guys can see, it is not mine. So this should count as our 5th one, I believe. But for some reason, it will not connect. Yeah, I don't know. What is wrong with this? Oh, we are connected. And look at that. We have our 5th car that we managed to take, and it looks like they ended up finding out that we tried to steal it. All right, there's some neighborhoods down here, so let me check this neighborhood and see if there's any cars that we can try to take. But so far, it's been pretty difficult trying to take all of these cars because a lot of people just don't leave their cars outside or parked in their driveway for a good reason. But as you guys can see, this neighborhood is pretty clear. There is no one occupying these houses, but I do know there's another little neighborhood right here. Maybe there's some people out, and nope, it looks like it is completely empty. So let's make one more trip to the city and see if we can take any more cars before we end up switching servers once again. No cars, no cars, no truck. There is a truck right here, but I think someone is inside. Yep, someone is inside. So I think we're gonna switch servers once again in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back in a new server. Now let's do our job and let's see if we can pick up any cars. You guys know the drill. And it seems that there is a cop right here. I wonder, can we take a police car? That would be super funny. If he goes inside, we're gonna take it. All right, so let me get ready. I just feel like he's gonna go inside, so let me lower my boom just like so. And let's see, is he inside? Not yet. And I think he's going inside. All right, let's go. Let's try to take the police car. That is going to be so funny. Oh, no. We cannot take the police car. What the heck happened there? There was like a trailer in the middle of the mud. Please spawn some cars. I kind of lost count. I'm not sure if I'm currently at 5 or 6 cars. I mean, you guys are going to know because I'm going to have a little counter on the top right. But this is taking longer than I thought it was. What the heck? All right, let's see. I wonder if the police car is still here. Oh, no, it looks like he left. Where's everyone? Did everyone leave? I think everyone is going to be at the new track. So let's go and check and see if anyone's over there. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of cars over here. Wait a minute, is this a truck we can take? I think we can take his truck. There we go, we got his truck. We stole his truck. Let's go. That is going to be number 6, I think. Look at that, we got his truck. Dude, that is so freaking funny. I'm just gonna wait till he despawns this truck. Yeah, I thought everyone was going to be here, but it looks very empty. There's not a single player here. Can I do the track with a car in the back of my tow truck? Dude, look at this. This is funny. Whoa, bro, there is no cars that I could take. Dude, the streets are completely empty. Wait a minute, I think there's a tow truck around here. Let me see, can I take this? Come on, connect. We stole it. Let's go. So that is going to be number 7. Dude, this one took forever. I had to jump through like multiple servers. So we just need 3 more cars and we will be finally finished with this challenge. And there seems, I don't know what's up with these people, but there's always people driving in the middle of the mud. Interesting. Give a look and see if we can take any of these cars. And I wonder if any of these are empty. Maybe we can take the Jeep. Let's see. Can we take the Jeep? There we go. That is going to be number 8. Dude, that was pretty easy. I think she's going to despawn it. Let's see. Let's wait and see if she despawns the Bronco. But so far, oh, for a second, I thought this was empty. And oh, I was about to disconnect it, but it looks like she just despawned it. So we just need 2 more cars and the challenge is complete. So I'm going to look for more cars and I'll be back when I get my 9th car. But I think, wait, can I steal her truck for the 3rd time? We just took it away from her again. Dude, that is going to be the 9th time. Oh, there he goes. Now she despawned it. All right, let's see. Is there any cars down here that we can take? No, this server is pretty empty. So I'm going to do one and last server change so we can get our 10th car in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone. We are in our last server and I think we might have just found our truck. So let me lower my boom just like so. And let's see if we can take this truck right here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go before he despawns it. There we go. We got it. We got it. I think he might be AFK. Yeah, I think, oh, he just despawned it. But that still counts as our 10th car. Dude, I spent hours trying to get these cars. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video. And as you guys can see, today we are going to be working for the sheriff's office. And I completely forgot my uniform. So, yeah, I kind of got in trouble by my sergeant. But that's fine because we're going to go and still do our job, which is going to be rescuing a stolen lifted truck. I don't know where it is, but that is going to be the whole point of this video. We're going to go and find it. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean so much to me. And let's begin with the video. So we have our police car right here. It's a nice SUV. I kind of wanted the old one, the Crown Victoria, but I guess it's not going to be in commission for today, but that is fine. We can still use this beauty right here. We're going to turn on our light bar, and the first thing we're going to be going is to a nice little residential area right down here, and we're going to be knocking the doors and seeing if they have any information or they have the stolen lifted truck. And once we find it, we're going to go and tow that thing and return it back to its owner. So we have a long day, or kind of, because we're going to try to do this before the sun falls, so we don't actually have that much time. I kind of lied. But here we are kind of at these houses. I think I'm going to pull over and I'm going to park in the driveway, like right around here. Turn this off and let's quickly knock inside. Let's see if there's anyone inside. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to open that. But, oh, wait a minute. Is there no one inside? Dude, I don't think anyone's inside. Oh, no. All right, you know what? We might just have to open and take a peek in their garage and see if they have any stolen vehicles. So let's open this up. Let's give a nice check. And I'm really hoping that there's something. And oh my goodness, bro, there is absolutely nothing in here. It is completely empty. All right, we'll just look in the other house. But before I do, I'm going to close the door and I'm going to close this garage door. So let me hop right back in and let's take a look at this house. Maybe they have any information or the stolen truck. But I think the truck that we're going to be looking at today is a GMC. All right, I'm knocking, but no one seems to be opening the door. I don't think, where is everyone? Did everyone go on a camping trip? I mean, if they're not going to be home, then I might just open up the garage and see if they're going to have any vehicles or the stolen truck that we are looking for. And no, wait, did we find it? Wait a minute. Okay, so this is a lifted truck, but it is not a GMC. This is a Ford. Yeah, this seems to be a Ford. It's actually a really nice Ford. Yo, this thing is clean, you guys, but it's not going to be the truck that we are looking for. So let me close this right up. Let me close that garage door and let me close that one right there as well. And now we're going to hop right back into our police car and make our way towards the second house, or I guess the second location, which is going to be right, where is it? Oh, right here. It's so tiny that I couldn't see it, but we're going to make our way towards this spot. Let me actually also turn on my sirens. There we go. My sirens now should be on, and let's step on it because what time is it actually? Oh my goodness. It's already 11 a.m. It's about to be 12 p.m., which is technically, I guess, the afternoon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we do have a stop sign. Let me quickly check the road is clear. All right, we can cross the intersection, and the third house should be on the right side. I'm going to start slowing down because we're going to start pulling into this dirt road. So let's pull in. All right, so far I don't see any trucks or vehicles, so let me hop out. Hello, we got to give them a little knock, but I don't see anyone. All right, that's fine. Oh man, I don't think anyone's home as well. All right, you guys know the drill. We're just gonna open up the garage doors and let's pray and hope we find something. And there is nothing here. All right, this is actually more difficult than I thought this was going to be, but we do have one more house that we are going to be checking, and it's going to be right here in the corner. I really hope that the stolen truck is right there because there's more houses on the opposite side of the country, and I kind of don't want to be driving that much because I'm kind of lazy, you guys. I'm gonna be really honest. I'm kind of lazy. Anyways, let's make a right turn towards this way, and then I think the house should be. Oh wait, I can see it. Look at that. Can you guys see the property right over there? Yo, I have good eyes. Anyways, let's make a right on this intersection, and as you guys can see, we are at the last property of this side of the city. So let's pull in, and all right, no cars. Oh, I feel like I know where the car is gonna be. You cannot fool me. Let's open up this barn and let's see that stolen truck. All right, where is the stolen truck? Yo, what the heckers? There's no trucks right here. I'm just gonna close this up, bro. I'm just gonna close this up. All right, there we go. I think I'm gonna give up. Okay, I gotta use my head. I gotta use my big brain. Where could it be? Oh, wait. I have an idea. Is it right back here? Nope. It's completely empty. Wait, we forgot to check the house again. All right, let me hop in my police car and let me see if it's gonna be right here. Let me park it, turn off the engine, and here goes nothing, you guys. I'm gonna go with a wild guess and say that they're not home. Oh, are they home? The TV is on. Oh no. All right, let's make this fast. Let's open up the garage doors and oh my goodness, this is the stolen lifted truck that we've been looking for. No way, I can't believe we actually found it. All right, so I think it's now time to bring the tow truck so we can get this thing recovered and returned to the rightful owner. So let me hop into the SUV and we're gonna make our way towards the mechanic shop, which is gonna be right here, and pick up the tow truck. So let's get moving. Look at that, we are now back in town, and the mechanic shop should be right behind the trailer store. So let me take this shortcut right here because we cannot be wasting time, because if you guys actually take a look, it is already 2 p.m. The time is going super fast, faster than I have ever seen it go. So let's quickly go through the car wash, and the mechanic shop should be right back here. And since I really don't have time to park this thing right over there, I'm gonna park it right behind the tow truck, just like so. And oh, hold on, let me actually turn on the light. All right, light bar is now off, and let's quickly go inside this tow truck. All right, let me hop in, and we have now turned on this gigantic semi. And let me also turn on our beacon because this is an emergency. And why not our amber lights? I think the amber lights are pretty cool, so let me turn those as well. Alrighty, now we just gotta go all the way straight and make a right turn. But since this is gonna take a while, since this semi is not the fastest, I'll just catch you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at the property where they stole the truck, and I'm gonna turn this thing around. So hopefully they're not home, but we did see a TV on. Maybe they just left it on, who knows? But we're gonna try to make this as fast as possible. So let me carefully back this thing up, and I'm gonna park this thing right here, and let's start loading the bed towards the floor so we can recover this truck. So I'm gonna begin by raising the bed and then retracting it. Or actually, it's not this one, it's extending it. Oh, my bad. Alrighty, so let me extend it all the way towards the floor, and let me just raise it just a little bit more. Now let me grab the chains. There we go, and we're gonna connect it towards the front of this GMC, and now we can just recover it as fast as possible so we can get out of here, because I don't know if this criminal has any weapons, and I don't want to find out, honestly. But let me finish up loading up the truck onto the bed. All right, and perfect. We can now disconnect it, put down the straps on every side of the truck. There we go, one right there, and that looks pretty cool. Let me see if they still have their TV on. Oh my goodness, they still have their TV on. All right, so let me quickly return the bed by lowering it, and then we're gonna retract it all the way towards the front. And before we do head out, we're gonna close the garage door like nothing happened, and we're gonna take this truck back to the rightful owner. He does live a little bit far away, so we might do a little time lapse of me driving my way over there. So cue the time lapse. Alrighty, everyone, we have now arrived at the property, and we're gonna get this thing unloaded at their driveway. So let me actually turn this semi around, and then we're gonna drop the bed at their driveway right here, and we're gonna return their truck. So let me carefully back up. All right, I think this is gonna be a nice spot, and we're gonna throw it in park, turn off the engine because gas is super expensive. So let's start raising the bed, and let's start extending it all the way down so we can unload it right here. All right, let's see how we're doing. going. We're almost on the ground. We might have to raise this a little bit more, and that should be perfect to be unloaded. So I'm gonna put this thing in neutral, and we're gonna roll off, and boom. Was that actually good? Yo, that was actually pretty good. We're gonna leave their truck on their driveway, so when they get back from work, they could see that their truck has been fully recovered. But I'm gonna put the bed back, so we are going to lower it, and then we're gonna retract it back to the normal position that it was, so we can make our way back to the mechanic shop and get our police car. Alrighty, we are now back, and we can now make our way towards the mechanic shop so we can be done with our shift. But as you guys can see, it is already 5 p.m. We barely managed to do this job on time, so I think that deserves a big like and subscribe. But look at that, we are now back at the mechanic shop, or aka called Tenny, which I still don't know what it means. But we're gonna put it in park, we're gonna turn off the beacons, and then we're gonna turn off the alley lights and then the ambers, just like so. Turn off the engine, and boom, we can now hop in the SUV and make our way towards the police station so we can clock out and call it a successful day. So let's make a left turn right here. We're gonna cross the intersection, and then we have the police station right on our left side. So let's pull in, and we're gonna quickly park up our car right here. Oh, hold on, that was a really bad parking job. Let me kind of fix myself, and let's go inside so we can officially be done with this job. Although if this job wasn't difficult, it was pretty tedious going around these houses and searching for the police car. But with that in mind, we're gonna clock out, and boom, we are now done with our shift. Let me open up the doors. We're gonna lock up everything because the sun is about to go down, and I'm gonna make my way home and probably catch a shower. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today, as you can see by the attire, that we are going to be farming. I've actually never farmed in this game. It's going to be my first time, so I'm very excited. Hopefully you guys are as well. But pretty much we've got everything delivered, like the cedar, we got pallets of seed ready to go, and I think this is where the corn goes. And then if we go over here and open the garage, you will see we have a tractor and the brand new header. I think that's what some people are calling it. I could be wrong. So before I continue to yap, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe and hype up the video. It really helps out small channels like me gain a little bit more traction. It means so much to me, and thank you for 6,000 subscribers. But enough of the yap, let's begin with the video. We've got the brand new vehicle in APM, and if you look right here, you pretty much put an attachment that we actually gotta go pick up. So I guess we don't have everything. Yeah, let's start making our way over there. I'm actually going to close my garage door because I have very expensive equipment right in there, and it's not mine. I'm actually borrowing this from the farmer that lives around right here. I think he lives right here. But for now, we're gonna jump into the truck, turn this big boy on, and we're gonna start making our way over. I believe it's called the implement store. Yeah, we're gonna head over to the implement store because we need to pick up the brand new attachment that goes onto the header. I actually don't know what it's called. I'm just going to call it header for now, but if you guys do know, make sure you guys leave it in the comments, and yeah, enlighten me with some knowledge because I'm pretty new to this farming stuff. So let's make a right here, and today's goal is to make sure that we kind of farm our entire plot that is nearby our house before the afternoon. I want to make sure that I get everything done by that time. I don't want to be taking too long because working until the night is not something I want to do. So it looks like we got the brand new attachment right here, so let's quickly connect it to the back of my truck, just like so, and let's start making our way back home. This might take a long process, so hopefully this video is not too long, but if so, I'm gonna try to make it not boring. Hopefully it's not too difficult because at the end of the day it is farming. So yeah, there's really not much fun about it. So let's make a turn right here. There we go. Nice, super smooth. Okay, now let's make the turn right here. There we go. And if you guys see right here, this is going to be the piece of plot that we are going to be farming. So thankfully it is not too big. But anyways, I'm gonna disconnect this. There we go. Let's see, what should we begin with? I guess we can begin with the cedar. So let's pull out the tractor because in order to kind of grow crops, we have to plant them. Duh. Oops, kind of hit my head right there. But we got the tractor right here. So let's hop in. There we go. Got this big boy turned on, and I'm actually going to turn around and back up so we can get the cedar connected to the tractor. Let me back up a little bit, and it looks like we are now connected, which means we can start making our way over to the land. I forgot, we actually need to load up the cedar with seeds. Here's a little time lapse of me filling up the cedar. Oh, it looks like we are finally full. Alright, so we can start making our way. Let me actually throw this in my inventory. We can actually start making our way over to the farm. Before I do hop in the road, I do want to turn on my emergency lights on just to make sure that everyone sees me coming. But if you look right here, we have about 350 wheat in the seeder, so we've got this thing loaded to the max, and we pull right in here with a little driveway. Let's actually begin on this side, but before I do start planting, let's actually turn on the drill and let's lower it. There we go. Now we are planting. Let me actually go a little bit more to the right. There we go. Looks like everything is going super smooth, and I think I'm gonna do a quick time lapse of me kind of planting the seeds. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in probably like in a few seconds actually. Alrighty, you guys, so we just finished planting about half of the plot, and we actually just need a little bit more. So I'm gonna start heading back to the garage because I'm gonna refill this thing so we can finish the job. But we're almost halfway done. I just kind of wish this tractor was a little bit more faster because it would just make the job much easier. Let's grab a bag and let me actually quickly refill this seeder. There we go. I'm just gonna put a few bags. I just ended up putting about 10 bags roughly. I don't need that many because it's only like half of a plot. I don't want to be wasting too much time because it looks like we only have 2 more hours left. So let's quickly make our way back and start planting the rest of these seeds. Alrighty, you guys, I think we are pretty much finished. Let me actually hop out. We were actually able to plant all of these seeds. I might have missed a couple spots. It's kind of my first time, so my apologies if it's a little bit sloppy. But anyways, we got pretty much everything planted. I'm gonna drop this off back at the garage. So let's start making our way over there. I think I forgot to turn this off, so let me turn the drill off. Okay, I think we are good now, and I think we have to wait around like 20 minutes for that to kind of grow. So I'm gonna drop the tractor right in here. I don't think I need it anymore. I hope not. Let me hop out and let's actually get into this big boy. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, that is so close. Alright, before I take this machine, I actually kind of want to move this and connect it to the header. I'm going to move it a little bit. There we go. Can we unstrap this? No, not yet. Let me actually hop back in. And now let's get this thing connected. Let me actually see if I can do this on the first try. Perfect. Oh, I think I need to unstrap it. Here, let me unstrap it. There we go. Alright, it looks like we got that thing unstrapped, and let me carefully back up. Let me actually turn on my beacons, and now we can start making our way over to the plot of farm. But as you guys can see, I think the corn is starting to grow. Oh, I almost hit that stop sign. Let's pull in right here, and let's actually see if the oh, look at this, it's growing. Dude, I have never seen this. This is so cool. Before we do harvest this, I actually want to bring the, what is it called, the thing where you put the corn inside after you finish harvesting it. I'm kind of blanking out, but yeah, let me actually go get that so we can have a container to place our corn. Look at the mess we have here. Anyways, but that's pretty much what I was talking about. Let me hop into my truck. I didn't realize I left my truck on, but yeah, let's get this thing connected. There we go. Let's take it over to the farm. Alright, so we're gonna leave it right here. I think this is a perfect spot, so let's put it in park, and I'm gonna turn off my engine. I'm not gonna forget like how I did. Let's check on the crop and see how it is doing. It looks like it is still growing, so I guess I'm gonna go AFK until all of our corn is finished growing. So yeah. Oh, look at that, it's growing in front of our faces. Let's quickly do a time lapse. Finally, it looks like the wheat has finally fully grown, and it is time to harvest it. And I think we should begin on the right side. Let me back up a little bit. Let me turn on the lights. Alright, so let's turn it on and let's try this out. Look at that, we are just cleaning this up. So let's continue with the next section. And if you guys take a notice right here, this is all the wheat that we are harvesting, and it looks like we are starting to get full. Well, not full, but it looks like we are starting to get some wheat in the container. A little tip that I guess I'm gonna give is to make sure when you do this, do not go too fast, or you will not be able to correctly harvest the wheat. There we go. Get all of that stuff. It's pretty satisfying. I don't know what's more satisfying, this or cutting grass, which is also a super satisfying job as well. I think I'm gonna do a quick time lapse. I don't want to bore you guys with this too much. Oh, we actually gotta empty out our bin. Let me actually raise my reel and then turn off this and then turn off the combine. And now let's actually dump all of our corn into right here the auger. Unfold it. There we go. Let's turn it on. There we go. Now let's get this thing emptied out. Okay, it looks like we are almost finished already. It looks like we are now empty. So let's finish up harvesting the rest of the corn that we have on the field. And yeah, like I said, let's quickly do a quick time lapse because it is starting to get pretty late. And there we go. It looks like we are now finished. Let's start making our way back home. I'm going to quickly drop this off at the garage. Let me just carefully back into my garage. Just like so. And I don't want to hit the auger. So I'm going to park it right here. Turn off the engine. And let's turn off the beacons. There we go. And let me actually close the garage. I'm actually going to walk back. Alright, I finally made it here. I'm kind of out of breath. Let me actually turn right here. I'm going to do a quick U-turn. Hi cows. And this thing is filled to the brim with corn. Holy moly. But honestly, you guys, I think today was a super successful day. Honestly, one of the most hardworking and labor jobs I have ever done. Before I actually park my truck, I'm going to leave this right here. I'm going to turn on my generator. Oh, that is so loud. But anyways, I think I have everything back in order. I'm probably going to take a shower, crack a cold one, and say my goodbyes. So with that conclusion, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. So make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys onto the next APM video. Peace. What's up everyone? Welcome back to another APM video. And today we are going to be starting, oh my goodness, the sun is so bright. We are going to be starting a brand new business. Well, kind of, because this brand new business is going to be all about helping big companies. And you may ask, how? How are we going to help companies with this new job? Well, pretty much since it's been snowing pretty hard, we're going to be driving the trucks and we're going to be spreading and coating the driveways and parking lots of these companies with salt, because this helps with getting traction with your tires and this can also prevent accidents. So enough of the yap, let's actually hop in the truck. And if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So I'm gonna hop in the truck right now. We're gonna turn this thing on. There we go. Our first stop is going to be the brand new area that they just added in APM. This is actually where the business is going to be. They have all the trucks ready for us. I think, I hope so. If not, then that is fine. We're gonna have to fill up all the trucks with salt, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm pretty sure it is pretty easy. You just grab one of those what is it called, excavator looking things, and you just fill up the back of the truck with salt. I believe it should be actually, you know what, I think, oh, it's right there. I just missed it. Oh my goodness. So let me quickly do a U-turn right here, make sure no one is coming, just like so, and then let me turn on my blinkers and make a left turn right here. And as you guys can see, let's enter the plaza. Oh, they added a nice little fence. And as you guys can see, we are here at the new area. They have a bunch of the salt right on this little hill, and the brand new attachment that they added in APM. As you guys can see, these are the salt things that we're going to be using to spread and coat kind of the asphalt, which is probably going to be one of the easiest jobs. So let me hop in this truck. I'm going to take this one. This one's pretty nice. Let me turn this thing on and let me get closer. I'm going to park the truck right here. I'm going to turn on my lights because it is pretty dark in here. So I'm going to, oh, actually, let me turn this thing off, put this in park. All right, so let's see. Oh, and by the way, if you want to see how much salt you have in your spreader, you can actually just check right here. And as you guys can see, we only have 200 pounds of salt. So yeah, let's see how much we can fill this thing up. So let me jump into the construction equipment, turn this thing on, and let's start. Let me raise the arms a little bit and tilt them a little bit down, and let's start grabbing some of this salt. This is super easy. I'm not sure how much I have in here. Oh, actually, it says right here 1.6 thousand pounds. Oh my goodness. Let me raise the arms. Let me tilt this up and let me load up the spreader. So let me raise the arms. Hold on, let me also turn on the lights, and then let me tilt this back down so we can get all the salt in here. Come on, keep going. We're gonna tilt this a little bit more back down, and all right, nice. Let me keep on grabbing some more of this. Hold on, I think I need to raise the arms. I'm gonna try to get at least 1,000 pounds of salt. Come on. All right, it looks like we have 1,300 pounds of salt. So I think we are now ready to dump this into the back of the spreader. All right, time to tilt this down. Let's get this in the back of the truck. I think we are now finished. So I'm gonna leave the tractor or whatever this thing is called parked right here, and look at that. it looks like the back of our spreader is almost, or at least completely full. We have at least 3,000 pounds. Oh my goodness, that is a lot. So the first business that we are going to head to is the gas station. So I think, where's the gas station? I think the gas station is going to be on the left side. So let me turn on my blinkers just like so. And something that I noticed is that this truck feels so much more heavier. Like if I move this side to side, it definitely has so much more weight compared to if it didn't have anything inside the spreader right here. So let me pull into the gas station, and honestly, where should we start? I think we should start right here in the back. So let me turn on my beacons, my arrow board just like so, and let's also turn on the salt bed spreader. So let me turn this thing on, and look at that, we're starting to coat the floor. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Look at that. Wait, how fast can I go in this thing? All right, let me see if I am doing anything, and look at that. Alrighty, everything looks good so far. So let me turn this thing back on, and let's continue on spreading the salt. This looks super satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. And I think I'm gonna do a quick time lapse of me just spreading out this salt across the entire gas station. So let's play the time lapse in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty everyone, it looks like we just spreaded the salt across the entire gas station, so which means we can head over to the second location, which is going to be right here, as you guys can see. So let's start making our way over there. I'm gonna turn off my beacons and my arrow board. There we go. So far so easy. I won't lie, this is probably by far the easiest job I have ever done. But as you guys can see, we have another gas station right here. It kind of looks blurry, but that's probably part of the brand new lighting update, because the lighting update pretty much changed a lot of the things, that the light physics in this game. But anyways, we are here at the second spot, so let me hop back in the truck. We're gonna turn the spreader back on, and I think I'm gonna run out of salt because we are down to our last 1,000 pounds of salt. So let me get this thing turned back on, and let's start spreading the salt. Oh wait, I just noticed that I actually should have my arrow board at both. I think I just had it on the left side. Oops. But it looks like our salt spreader is going down very low. I think that we're gonna be able to finish spreading the salt on this location, and then we're gonna have to go back and refill just so we can finish up our last location. So let me spread it right between here, and then let me finish up on this corner right here. There we go. Look at that. Awesome. I think we are now finished. Let me turn off my spreader off, and let's quickly head back over to refill our spreader. Oops. Oh no. Alrighty, we are now back, and I just realized I did not turn off my arrow board. There we go. And my beacons. Oh my goodness, I am so clumsy today. Let me turn on my lights, and then let me turn off the engine. There we go. I'm gonna quickly get into this thing, and I'm gonna refill this thing. Alrighty everyone, we got this thing filled up with at least 1,000 pounds of salt. So let me raise the arms a little bit and tilt this down so we can dump all of this into the spreader, just like so. Look at that. Alright, and I'm gonna quickly fill this up one more time. There we go. We got this thing filled up to 1,000 pounds. So I'm gonna raise this again. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna raise it and then tilt it back down so we can dump all of this into the spreader. There we go. I think that is going to be enough for today's job, so I'm gonna put it right here, turn this thing off, and let's make our way over to the last location. I think it is our last location. If not, that is not gonna be good, because that just means we're just gonna have to have more work. But let me check the map, and it looks like our last location is actually going to be the police station. So let's actually make our way over there. Let me actually see, what time is it. Okay, so it looks like we have about 1 hour until I have to clock out, which means that we have to hurry up and make sure we finish this job before the sun sets. So let me make a left turn on this intersection right here. The road is clear, and as you guys can see, the police station is right here. So let me pull into their driveway, and let me, yeah, you know what, let me actually start from this side. So let me turn on the beacon and then my arrow board, and then let's turn the spreader on just like so. There you go. So the next time it does start snowing, all of these businesses are gonna have a really good time driving on their property, because they're gonna be fully covered with salt, because remember, that gives you more traction on the asphalt. We're almost finished. We're gonna get this side of the parking lot, so let me quickly do a U-turn. There we go, and let me finish up the parking lot on this side right here. So let's do this, and there we go. Look at that. That was perfect. Oh my goodness, that was actually easier than I thought. while. And honestly, I think we have enough time to do one more quickly. So let's actually head over to the firefighter station because their property is pretty small. We probably have enough to cover it. So let's start making our way over there. Oops, I almost went through the stop sign. All right, the road is clear. And then the firefighter station should be right down here, I think. Oh, there it is. I see. Do you guys see it? It is right there. So let me turn on the spreader and let's get this thing covered in salt and protected. Look at that. What a nice layer of coating. All right, and let me get the front of the firefighter station. There we go. And I think we can do one more pass right here. So let me go through this nice and easy. Look at that. That is super easy. Oh my goodness. This is such an easy job. And would you look at that? We are now completely empty. As you guys can see, 0 pounds of salt. And I think we did an amazing job. Let me just turn all of this off because we're not using it anymore. So let's start making our way back to the job so we can leave the work truck and pick up our truck. Because obviously I cannot be taking this truck. Although it looks pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a Chevy. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, let me know in the comments if this truck is a Chevy. But I think it looks like a Chevy. The front kind of reminds me of a Suburban. One of the main reasons why I think it's a Chevy. But let me turn right here on this dirt road and let me turn another left and look at that. We are now back. I'm gonna get this thing parked right next to this other work truck. I just gotta carefully back up and make sure I don't hit the truck. And look at that, dude, I am the goat. Let me turn this thing off and look at that. 10 out of 10. Woo, I'm kind of tired, so let me hop back in my truck and let's start driving back home. Oh, there we go. For a second I thought my car completely turned off. And then let's enter the driveway of my home. Home sweet home. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to go and rest. I spent all day working. Let me just get this thing parked on the driveway, just like so. And look at that, the sun is starting to go down. We did a full day of work. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video. And today we're going to be building a brand new driveway for my home. Let me actually just close my door before I do forget. I always have the bad habit of leaving my door open, but if you guys take a look right here, I want to build a big giant driveway that connects to the dirt road over there. So let me actually show you where I want it to connect, because if you guys didn't know, I only have one entrance to this driveway. But if I have a second one, it's going to be so much better because I'm going to be able to get to my home faster. But if we take a look right here, this is where I want the driveway to start and go all the way to my house. So before we do get into it, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. We're going to start off by heading down the street over to the construction site, and we're going to pick up some equipment so we can get the driveway built today. So let me hop right back in my truck, and there we go. And I hope you guys are excited because this is going to be one of the biggest, probably one of the biggest projects I have ever done on this channel. The goal is to make sure we have our brand new driveway done before the sun sets. So we have to hurry up if we want to catch the daylight time. So let's see. Okay, so this is the equipment that we're going to be taking, and hold on, let me get this connected, and there we go, first try. And let me get this piece of equipment first loaded up on the trailer. So let me hop right in. There we go. Let me back up and let's get this thing loaded up on the trailer. And if you guys aren't aware, this is actually also a brand new trailer that was added to the game a couple weeks ago. I think it was actually last week to be exact. But let me get this thing parked up. There we go. And let me lift the bag so we can start taking this thing back to my place. And that should be good right there. Awesome. Let me hop right back in my truck and let me turn around right here, and let's get this thing dropped off so we can come back and pick up so we can come back and pick up the second piece of equipment. I believe it's called an excavator. I could be wrong. Let me know if that is correct, but that is the machine that we are going to be taking. So let's see, where are we going to get this thing dropped off? I think I'm going to get it dropped off at the entrance of my house. I think that's what we're going to end up doing. All right, let me turn it in right here, and then we're going to get this thing dropped off right around right here. So let me slow down. Let me get this thing parked, and let me unload this thing from here. And oh, actually, hold on, I forgot I have to lower it from here. All right, there we go. This thing is now lowered. Let me hop right back in, and there we go. All right, I'm gonna leave this thing parked right around here. Oh, hold on, let me turn this thing off. All right, there we go. We got that thing turned off. Let me raise the ramps back up, and let's quickly go. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's the lights. And pick up the second piece of equipment so we can get started on the job. The sun seems to be that is not showing us any mercy today. It is moving pretty fast, but I think we are good on time right now so far because we are not slacking off. Oh, and by the way, I hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving because I did. I had a super great time, and I hope you guys did as well. But we are back at the construction site. Wait, was that an entrance? I think there was an entrance back there. Oh my goodness, I missed it. Anyways, there's another one right here. So let me just pull in, and let's get this excavator on the back of here. So I think I'm gonna put it right here. Let's get this thing back lowered. There we go. And let me hop right in. All right, we got this thing turned on. Let me carefully load this up on the trailer, just like so. There we go. I think I'm gonna park it right here, and I'm gonna get the ramps raised back up. And look at that, it's going back up. All right, let me hop right back in, and we're gonna start making our way back home so we can start on this project immediately. So let me carefully turn right here. There we go. Alrighty, we are now here. Let me get this thing unloaded. Let me place this in park. There we go. And let me just drop the ramps. Alright, nice. Alright, let me carefully pull this thing down. Alright, there we go. And I'm gonna back it up, I think right here. I think this is fine for now. We're not gonna use it right now. Alrighty, so we are going to be using this machine to create the driveway all the way down there, and then we're gonna use some of the excavator to kind of smooth some things out, like remove some of this rock right here and make it much more of a smooth driveway. So let's get started with this first. Let me turn this thing on. I'm gonna lower the ripper. There we go, and there we go. I'm probably gonna do a couple passes just to make sure that the driveway is nice and refined. But look at that, look, it's starting to look pretty good. All right, nice, not bad. All right, so we're gonna make a turn right here. Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely have to make a couple passes. All right, let's pass this tree right here, and we're almost at a dirt road. As you guys can see, it is starting to look pretty nice, but there seems to be some rocks here which we are going to be removing. And there we go, look at that. This is going to be the first part of the driveway. I'm gonna head my way back so we can give it like one more pass, and then we're gonna use the excavator to dig out all the rocks out. Alrighty everyone, we are now back. I'm gonna get the ripper lowered back down. There we go, and let's give it one more pass so we can redefine this path. I'm gonna focus on making it look a little bit more sharper. I gotta carefully do this part. There we go. Nice. All right, I might do a little quick time lapse just so I won't bore you guys. So let's do it in 3, 2, and 1. And look at that, we are now finished pretty much doing the first part of the driveway. As you guys can see, it is now looking very nice. You can see how the driveway is turning out, and now we can head over back home and pick up the excavator so we can remove all these rocks from the driveway and it can be smoother. So I'm gonna make my way back over there. Dude, it looks so nice. Look at that. Alrighty, we are now back. I always forget to turn off the engine. There you go. Alright, we are now back. Let me hop right in back in this thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of using this because sometimes it's kind of annoying. We're gonna start off by chipping at this rock right here. So let me get the arms lowered like so, and I'm gonna get it a little bit closer. Hold on, like right here, and let's start removing some of this rock. There we go, look at that. Oh my goodness, dude, it is perfect now. I think it's almost perfect. So we took that giant rock out of here, and oh my goodness, what are my arms doing? Let me give this a nice check, and let's see. Oh, there's another one right here. We're gonna have to take this one out as well. Let me hop right back in, and let me dump some of this rock right down here. So let me tilt it down. There we go. And let's get this giant piece out of here because it does not look good. So let me lower my arms, and let me tilt this a little bit down. Oh, that's a little bit too much. I think that should be good right here. Hold on, I need to lower my arms a little bit more. So I've been trying to get it from that angle, but it's not working. So I'm gonna try to dig it from the side and see if that works, because I've been trying to dig at it for a good minute now and it does not want to come out. So I'm not sure what to really do right now. Yeah, you see, nothing happens. We might just have to deal with it, honestly, because I cannot get it out of the driveway. But we're gonna continue moving and remove the rocks on the other side. Not on the other side, a little bit more down here, because the sun is pretty much, where is it? Oh my goodness, the sun is halfway done. Yeah, it looks like it's about like 6 p.m. That is not good. The last task is to make sure we remove a good portion of these rocks, especially this huge chunk right here. So let's get on excavating. There we go, look at that. And let's pick up the pace because the sun wants to start going down. So let me hurry up. Alrighty everyone, we are almost finished. We just need 2 more sections, which is this one and this one right here. Let's go full speed. Let's try to get this one right here. There we go, look at that. Alright, so it looks like we just need this piece right here and we should be pretty much done. And there we go. We took the giant blast rock that was stuck right here, and this is pretty much our brand new driveway. So let me hop in my truck so we can actually test out this driveway and see how this thing feels. Alrighty, I am now in my truck and I have managed to bring it around so we can test this thing out, and this is going to be the first test of the brand new driveway. So look at that, not bad. Oh my goodness, this part is so smooth. Let's quickly go up here. There we go, not bad. I could probably smooth that out, but I'll probably do it later. And look at that, that was amazing. Not only did we manage to excavate this entire driveway, but we were able to do it in time because the sun is now starting to go down. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and today, oh my goodness, the sun is so bright I cannot see anything. But let me close my door. But today we are going to be doing one of the biggest deliveries in APM, and we're going to be using our new truck that APM added, I think it was last week, into today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we're going to be delivering a lot of hay today. So let me actually hop in because we don't have too much time to waste today. We have to finish this job by the afternoon, so let's hurry up and let's make our way to pick up the trailer so we can put the hay on top of it. So as you guys can see, this is one of my favorite trucks in the game as well. It used to be gray, but then I made it black because that's how it came, so I just kept it that color. When they re-released it and updated this truck, it's also got like the cargo lights on, it's got cabin lights on it. Dude, this thing is fully equipped. Anyways, let's make a left turn right here. Let's turn on our blinkers, and then the trailer store, I think we can actually go from the back, and the trailer store should be right down here. This is kind of like a little shortcut to show you guys that I take. I just sometimes also go through the car wash, and then we end up at the trailer store. As you guys can see, we are now here. Let me actually see where the trailer is. I don't know where it, oh, here it is. This is where I left it. All right, let me turn this thing around, and then let me get it connected just like so. And now we can make our way to the location that we gotta pick up the hay, which is literally down the street. It is not too far, and then we're gonna go and deliver it to a farm that is located down across the city. So let's make a stop, make sure everything is clear, and then we're gonna pull up right here. I should probably park my truck right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to block traffic today. I'm gonna park it right here. I think I'm gonna try to park as close as to the road as I can. So let me carefully do this just like so. And now let me just finally adjust myself. Nice. All right, let me turn on my emergency lights, and then engine is off, and let's quickly hop into this. What the hell? Wait, what is this called? Is this like a tractor or something? Premium construction. All right, let's enter here. But pretty much this thing can pick up the hay bales. So let's grab one of these and let's put it on top of the trailer. So let's go right here, and then let me raise this thing. So we're gonna raise up the boom, and then we're gonna extend it a little bit more, and then we're gonna put the forks down, and then we should be able to unload this thing. And look at that, we have our first hay bale on top of the trailer. Look at this, dude. I am the GOAT at this game. All right, looks like we have a good amount to go. I think the goal is to make sure we fill up the entire trailer with the hay bale. So let's continue because the afternoon is gonna be waiting for us pretty fast, or I guess soon enough. So how do I lower this? Okay, lower the boom, and then we should be able to get another one. All right, nice. And then so let me carefully do this, and then raise my boom just like so. And is this good? No, actually, you know what? I think I can get a little bit closer. Ooh, that's perfect. Wait. What if we do this and then we unload? Awesome. We have our second hay bale on top of the trailer. It's kind of crooked. Hopefully Hopefully it does not fall, but let's continue with the third one. So let me grab this one, and then we're gonna try to place it right next to the second one. Oh, is that too close? I think that's actually perfect. Hold on. Load, and oh my goodness. Yo, I think that was actually perfect. Yeah, somehow I tried less, and it turned out more better than the second one. All right, we have like about, let's say 1, 2, like 3 more to go. So let's continue putting the hay bales on top of the trailer. So let me carefully turn this thing around, and there we go. We have our fourth one. I think I might have to go around. Honestly, yeah. Let me go around. Alrighty, and then hold on. This is kind of dark. Let me turn on my lights. All right, let me carefully place this one. Oh, you know what? I have to raise the boom. All right, raise the boom, and let's see. I might have to readjust myself again. All right, and hold on. This is very tricky, actually. Oh, you know what? I can do this where I can retract it like that, and then we just unload it. Wait, is that a good position? Yeah, okay, you know what? Let me just unload it. I'm thinking way too much. And let's check this one. Ooh, perfect. All right, so we probably can put, I'm gonna try to squeeze 2 more on the trailer. If not, that is fine. So let me hop back into the machine. So let's see. I'm gonna try to grab one of these. There we go. And now we're gonna try to place it. So I think that should be good right there. Honestly, yeah, that's very good. I might just have to retract my boom just a tad bit, and then we can unload this thing. And awesome, look at that. I don't think one more fits. Yeah, I don't think one more fits. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 hail bills on top of our trailer. I think that should be enough. You know what? I'm a little bit insane, but we're gonna try to put one more on top of the trailer, even though we're not supposed to, because these are the ramps. All right, so let me get this thing turned around, and I'm gonna get it connected to one more hail bill, just like so. And let's see, can we squeeze one more on top of the trailer? And then let me just click unload, and I think we did it. Uh-oh, it's very crooked. Hold on, I gotta fix that. That does not look good. Let me quickly fix this. Let me grab it, and then let me go a little bit. I think that should be good. Hold on, let me check my camera. No. Okay, that should be good right there. Let me unload it, and we should be done with this job right now. Oh my goodness, this is actually pretty easy. All right, let me get this back how it was. Let me turn off the emergency lights, and let me retract boom. Let me lower this. Wait, how do I lower this thing? Oh, lower the boom, and then let me just put the forks up, and I think that should be good right there. Look at that, it's back like it was never used. All right, so it looks like we can now head over to the farm so we can get this hay delivered. We have so much. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 hay bales. Oh my goodness. All right, so let me hop into the truck. I'm surprised this thing is not squatting, but keep in mind this thing is a beast, so maybe I'm not too surprised. Uh-oh, I think one of my hay bales ended up rolling off. Okay, so we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we still have enough. So let me hop in my truck, and let me also turn off the emergency lights, and we can now finally make our way to the farm so we can successfully deliver these. And I'm so thankful these things are not rolling, because that would definitely be a headache. And wait, hold on, let me close my tailgate. This thing is kind of bothering me. Let me squeeze through here, and there we go. Awesome. All right, we can now make our way to the farm. The farm is going to be located right, where is it? Oh, it's gonna be right here. Pretty hidden. It's all the way in the corner. And let's see how we are on time. It looks like we are very good on time. It is barely 3 p.m. So let's continue driving. We're gonna make a right turn right here. Let me turn on my blinkers just like so, and this thing is gonna be a super wide turn. I'm gonna try not to hit the stop sign. Oh, uh-oh, I hit the stop sign. Anyways, let's continue driving until we see a dirt road, because then we're gonna have to take a left turn. So we're gonna make sure I don't miss it. And oh, there it is. It's right here. All right, let me turn on my blinkers. We're gonna make sure we can make a left turn safely. And are we gonna hit the stop sign? Nice. We're not gonna hit it. All right, for a second I thought we were gonna actually hit it once again, but we are now on our way to the farm. Let me just make sure we are going the right way, and yeah, we are on the right path to the farm. And I think we've been to this farm a couple of times in my previous videos, but I'm not sure if you guys are new. Then I've actually been here a couple of times. And make sure you also subscribe. It means so much to me. All right, we are here. I think we gotta go down this path. Yeah, we have to go down here. Oh no, this is pretty dangerous. This is super dangerous. I gotta turn on my emergency lights on. Oh my goodness, what is that? Is that Orioles? What the heck? All right, it looks like, oh, there's a nice little farm. What is that? Are those cows? I want to see that. I've never seen so many cows here. Or is these bulls? Hi, Mr. Cow. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Ah, he's coming after me. I don't know, something's wrong with me. All right, let me close the gate, make sure that none of them leave. Okay, so this is where we have to drop the hay. All right, so I'm gonna park my thing right here, and it looks like the machine is right in this parking, so I'm gonna squeeze through here and hop on. All right, let's turn this thing on, and let's see, can I squeeze through here? Actually, you know what, I'm gonna hit my truck, so let me just go around. All right, I'm gonna go around, and ooh, should I put the ramps down? I feel like that would be easier. Yeah, let me do that. I feel like that would be way easier. So let me put the ramps down just like so. And I really love these ramps. Something about them looks satisfying. I don't know. But like I said, something's wrong with me. All right, so let me back this thing up and we're going to start grabbing these hay bales. And let's start off with one. Super easy. And we're going to drop them off right around this area. So let me just, oh, whoops, I might have hit one. All right, I'm going to drop one off like right around here. Just like so. Oh, it's rolling down. Well, okay. That's not my problem. All right, we got the second one. A little bit tilted, but that's fine. And we're going to place it right here. I'll quickly unload this. Remember, we don't have too much time. So I'm going to try to be quick as possible. All right, let's grab our third one. Third. All right, nice. And let's see, where should we place it? I think we should place it right here. Unload and awesome. All right, we have two more to go. We have two more to go. All right, let me get on this thing. And all right, we are on to our last one. So I'm going to drop off the hay right around here, right next to its brothers and sisters. And this thing moves weird. Look at this. What the heck? All right, let's grab the last one. So let's carefully do this and bang, we have the last one. We're gonna drop it off right, let's say right here. And let me just double check everything is nice. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That is going to be perfect. Awesome. I think, oh no, don't hit my truck, don't hit my truck, don't hit my truck. Oh my goodness, that almost ended up hitting my truck. All right, you know what, let's get out of here. This is not a safe place for us. So I'm gonna hop in and we're gonna get this thing parked back in the garage. So let me go around here. I'm gonna turn off the emergency lights off and I'm gonna carefully back this thing up. Gonna make sure I don't hit anything. All right, and I think that is going to be good. Awesome. Let me just turn off the engine. And awesome. Wait, how close did I get? Oh my goodness, I got super close. I am the goat. All right, we can now start making our way back. I think we are all good to go back to the trailer. And oh wait, I need to close this. Hold on, let me just close the ramps. Imagine if I start to drive off with the ramps down. Dude, this video would have been a disaster. Hi, little cow. All right, it looks like there's an exit. We can just take this road right here. So let me get in my truck and let me turn off my emergency lights on. I mean off, not on. And let's make our way out of here. I'm gonna try not to hit the fence right here. So let's carefully do this and awesome. Alrighty, we have the dirt road right here. We're gonna make a right turn right here. So let's pull out of here and we are out. Alrighty, for our last task is to make sure we deliver the trailer back to the location, which is going to be right here. And then we will have the power to go back home. But for now, we gotta go and quickly drop this off. All right, let me put on my blinkers. We're gonna make a right turn right here. It's gonna be a super wide one. Oops, sorry guys. And we are now back into the city, or I guess into the little city. It's not the big city. I hope they actually put a map expansion in APM and put more buildings. But anyways, let's make a right turn and then we're gonna go into the trailer store. All right, so let me turn around right here and we're gonna get this trailer back into its parking spot. A little bit more, and I think that is going to be perfect. Let me just check in the back and look at that, pretty solid. So let me just quickly disconnect it, but first I gotta open up the tailgate and disconnect this thing. There we go. And let me just move my truck out of the way. But before we do leave, I gotta put up the tailgate. Kind of don't like when it's left open, so let me quickly close this. For some reason it is not closing. Come on, close. Maybe I gotta move out of the way. All right, I'm gonna move right here. I'm gonna see if I can try to close the tailgate now. Hopefully this works. Close and awesome. All right, we can now start making our way home. Hey, I'm gonna buy a soda can. How much is it? $5. Oh my goodness. You said how much? It's going to be, oh, bye. I am not paying that. Let's get out of here. Dude, that guy wanted me to pay $5. That is way too much. Home sweet home. We are now back home. I'm gonna get my truck back into my driveway. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna get the thing parked right here, get that thing closed, and oh my goodness, I am so tired today. All that hay baling machinery got me tired. I'm gonna go upstairs and we're gonna crack a cold one. So I think that was a very successful mission. Let me just drink some of this. Ooh, delicious. What happened to my head? Okay, never mind. And honestly, I had so much fun with this mission. If you guys also did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and today they just dropped an insane update regarding the placeables, which I think they ended up adding some new tools that we could use to cut down grass, which it gave me a really nice idea. And we're gonna go and start our own lawn care business. So we have some jobs to do today before the sun does set. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And let's begin with the video. So we don't have the TRX today. I'm so sad sad. But we do have the beautiful GMC Denali Ultimate, which we are going to be taking to the mechanic shop because we're also going to be checking out some brand new trucks that they added in today's update. So let's make a right turn onto this dirt road right here. But I think the two new trucks that they added, one of them is brand new and the second one might be a revamp of an old truck this game already has. So we're going to check both of these out and we're going to be taking one of them to this lawn care business that we are going to be starting today. I am super excited, you guys. I also don't know which items they added for the lawn care business. I think one of them is a leaf blower and the other one is going to be kind of like a grass trimmer, which we're going to go and stop by once we pick up our brand new truck. Let me just make sure the road is clear, which it is, so we can cross the road. There we go. And where did I say I was going? Oh yeah, the mechanic shop. For a second I was going to pull into the trailer store. I am so clumsy, you guys. But let me just go around this road right here because we have the mechanic shop called Tenny right here. And what the heck? Where is the trucks? Did I just get lied? Hold on, let's go around. We're going to drive around the building and we're going to see that the trucks are right here. Look at these trucks. Yo, look at the blue one. That thing is a beauty, you guys. I'm going to pull into the parking spot right here, turn off the engine and put it in park. Look at this. Look at the difference between the old cars and the new trucks. That is pretty insane. Let's quickly check this one out because this one I already had. I don't know what they ended up changing. So let's give it a nice 360. We don't want to be spending too much time because the sun is, oh my goodness, it's already 12 p.m. But oh, I think they might have changed the color. Did they change the color? I don't remember this being beige. Okay, I think they just ended up changing some small stuff. Nothing too crazy because it still looks the same. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they really changed anything unless they changed the interior, which we're gonna check out right now. And whoa, look at those leather seats. Oh my goodness, I don't think this was here. Wait, hold on. I think I can also turn on the cabin lights and the cargo lights. Yo, that's actually pretty clean, you guys. That's nice. All right, we're not gonna be taking this one because this is pretty much a revamp of kind of like the old truck that was in this game. So we are gonna be taking this thing. This thing has dual wheels in the rear and it's got this beautiful color, but it is not customized to how I want it. So we're gonna enter the little shop. Let me quickly open up the garage and we're gonna quickly customize this bad boy into a machine. So let me pull in. I think first thing I am gonna end up doing is adding some reflectance to my paint, and then we're gonna add some 25 extra power, like just like so. We're gonna should we fix up the suspension? I think the suspension is pretty good. Look, it's pretty tall already. I don't think I need to do anything. I mean, I could increase the minimum length. I think that's all right. And I might make the tires a little bit wider since they are pretty skinny. So let's go to wheels. Let's increase the diameter, and then we are gonna increase the width so we can make them a little bit more beefy. Look at that. I think that's pretty sick, you guys. Awesome. All right, so I think we are done with customizing the truck. I don't think, let me see if oh yeah, we could add some cab lights for sure. We're probably gonna make those orange. And since this is gonna be a work truck, I am gonna add a toolbox and some mud flaps in the rear. There we go. Or actually we could add mud flaps all over. Not bad. And I think that is gonna be, oh, we could add a headache rack. That's pretty sick. We could add the American one. And lastly, let's add some running boards to this thing. I'm not sure what looks good on this. I think this one looks pretty nice. Or should I go with this one? I think I'm gonna go with this one because it kind of goes with the boxy look. Let me just quickly make my cab lights orange. There we go. And now we should be done with the customization of the brand new truck in APM. Look at this. This thing is pretty nice. So we're gonna make our way towards the trailer store because we have to pick up a trailer so we can put the lawnmower in the back. So let's pull into the trailer store and we're gonna find the trailer is gonna be parked right up here. So let me quickly back this thing up. Let's see if I can do this on the first try. And oh, is this thing too tall? Oh no, I think this thing is too tall. I might have to quickly drop the rear. All right, I ended up dropping the rear just a little bit so we can get this trailer connected, but we're gonna make our way and pull into the plain tool store. It's gonna be really fast. So I'm gonna park up right here. There we go. And let's quickly run inside the store. Look at this thing. This thing is a beauty. All right, no more distraction, you guys. So I actually don't know where the tools are gonna be located at. Let's go through all of these aisles and see if I find any of the tools. Yeah, I don't know if they ended up adding them because I've checked. Oh, it's on this aisle. It's on this aisle. So let me grab the grass trimmer and then let's grab the leaf blower. And I think that is gonna be it for this trip. I don't think I need anything else. So let me quickly check out. I'm gonna check out this and I'm gonna check out the leaf blower, sir. And oh my goodness, is that a bird right there? Let's go. Alrighty, everyone, we got the grass trimmer and the brand new leaf blower. And before we do head out, which means we're almost ready, we just gotta go and get one of these lawnmowers into our trailer. So we're gonna get into the truck and we're gonna get the lawnmower that I just ordered this morning. Well, technically I'm gonna be renting this bad boy out. So I'm gonna carefully back up to the garage right here, as you guys can see. A little bit closer, and that is gonna be perfect right here. So let's hop out. We're gonna throw down the ramps and we're gonna pull the garage door so we can load up that beautiful green lawnmower. Look at this thing. This thing is a beauty. And wait a minute, does it have chrome wheels? Holy moly guacamole, that is insane. All right, so I'm gonna hop in. Let me turn this thing on and we're gonna load it on the back of this trailer right here. Awesome, look at that. We are ready to go. But before we do, I'm gonna open up my tailgate just like so, and we're gonna throw in our items in the back. So let me throw them in the back. There we go. And we can now start making our way. Oh wait, hold on, I need to close this or they're gonna get mad at me. All right, let me close that up. And like how I was saying, we can now start making our way towards the neighborhood where we're gonna be able to cut the grass. Good thing it's not too far and it's a really nice neighborhood. I'm probably gonna make like $100 from each house. So like it's gonna be like a $200 mission on this side, and then we're gonna cut one more house near the police station. So enough of the yap, let's start cutting the grass. I'm gonna throw down the ramps. I'm gonna grab my tools from the bed. All right, I got my tools right here, and before we do use the machine, I kind of want to test these things out. So I'm gonna turn this thing on. Oh yo, that is crazy. It's actually cutting the grass, dude. That is sick. Oh my goodness, this is not bad. Now what is this gonna do? Oh, I see. So it pretty much dusts away all of the grass. Look at that, all the grass is going away. Nice. So these tools are pretty sick, but it's gonna be faster if we get into the lawnmower and we use this bad boy. So let me quickly turn this thing on and let's start cutting the grass, because if you guys remember, we are on a limited schedule and we have to do these properties before the sun does fall. So I'm gonna quickly finish up this property and I'll catch you guys back when I'm finished. Alrighty everyone, I have pretty much finished cutting the lawn of this house right here. I'm just gonna trim the sides of this part of the grass. So I'm gonna quickly turn this thing on and I'm gonna quickly trim the sides just to make sure it does not look ugly. I think that is gonna be pretty good. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I missed a spot right here. Let me turn this thing on. All right, there you go. Look at that. Yo, that is a clean cut. Holy moly. Let me actually do this part as well. Let me do this. Cut this side. There we go. And if we take a look, oh my goodness, look at the edges. They are crispy. Hopefully they give me a nice tip. All right, so we have one more property, which is gonna be right here. The other house that I was supposed to cut the grass for ended up canceling on me. I'm so sad. That does mean we're gonna lose out on some money, but that's fine. We still got this house who hasn't canceled and we're gonna cut the grass for. So I'm gonna quickly cut the grass, the front yard. There we go. So let me finish this thing up. All right, I think that looks pretty nice. I'm gonna load up my lawnmower right here. Let me carefully do this just like so. We're gonna turn off the mower, and before we do head out, I am gonna trim the edges right on the side. So let me just start trimming the edges. We're gonna make it so crispy and so clean. Now let me do this side. Oh yeah, this thing is gonna be so clean, you guys. Now they're gonna be able to have a sidewalk on their side of their house. Dude, I love doing this job. Look at that. That is pretty amazing. Now they can have a path where they can walk on their side of the house, and look at the edges. They are so crispy. Oh my goodness. I actually love doing this job, because before these tools were added, I was not a fan, but now the experience has definitely gotten much better. But I'm gonna throw in my tools in the back. We're gonna close up the tailgate and we're gonna make our way back to the shop. Alright everyone, we have now arrived back at the shop so we can return our items, because we are no longer gonna borrow them. Here you go, sir. You can have all of my items. There you go. And we're probably gonna return the lawnmower, but I think this update was pretty insane, and honestly it has leveled up the experience of lawn mowing in this game, which is something that I thoroughly love to enjoy. But if you guys also enjoy this update and video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, because it does mean a lot to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. I can't wait to drink my cold coffee, because I am gonna need a lot of energy, because today we are gonna be starting our own and first junk removal business in APM. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I think we should begin. So first things first, I'm gonna go inside my house, and then we are gonna go inside my room right here, because I'm gonna quickly change so we can get ready for the day. So in 3, 2, and 1. And would you take a look at that? We have our clothes ready to go to work, and I've even got some tools on my belt. Look at that. That looks pretty sick, you guys. So enough of the yap. I think we should. Oh, whoa. Did I leave my doors open? Hello? Oh, okay. I don't think I left it open, but let's get out of here. We have a lot of work to do. Let's go and pull out the truck. So I guess let me open up my garage with my control like that. Ooh, look at that. My trucks are looking really nice today. Honestly, I don't know if we're gonna need a work truck, but I'm still gonna take it, since my TRX, this beautiful truck, is super low on gas, so I'm not gonna be taking that. So let's take out the GMC So let's quickly pull that out, and boom, look at that. But before we do get out of here, I am gonna quickly close my garage door because I don't want anyone to be going inside, any of my friends. So let's close that, and then we are gonna make our way towards the implement store because we are gonna be picking up a trash truck that is gonna be able to help us today to pick up all of the things that we have on our job today. We have about 5 jobs to do, so yeah, we have a lot of things planned for today. So let's quickly make our way over there so we can then pick up this truck and then head down to our first job, which is gonna be near the drag strip. Apparently there were some hay bales on the side of the road. I don't know what the heck is going on over there, but let's quickly pull into the implement store, which is gonna be down the road. What the heck? Why is it closed? I'm not sure why the road is closed. We're gonna have to pick that up. I think we found our second job. Here it is. This is gonna be the trash truck that we are gonna be taking today. Take a look at that. That thing looks pretty insane. It's so beefy. But I am gonna leave the GMC parked right here. There we go. Oh yeah, that was actually a perfect job. So today on the clock we have about 6 hours to do this. It is currently 10 a.m. We have a good amount of time. We have about like around roughly 8 hours. So yeah, we have a good amount of time. But before we do head out, I am gonna turn on my amber light bar. There we go. And then I'm gonna turn on my arrow board because we are gonna have to be pulling on the side of the road pretty frequently. So I want to make sure that people can see the hazard lights. But let's make our way to the drag strip because I told you guys that someone ended up leaving like a stack of hay bales for some reason on the side of the road, and we're gonna go and pick that up first, and then we are gonna go and pick up those cones that someone ended up putting down. I don't know why they closed the road. There's literally no reason why they should be closing the road, but we'll get that road back open once we get back from this quick job. So let's see, I think it's gonna be, oh yeah, the drag strip should be right here, and look at that, we have the hay bales on the side of the road. What the heck, dude? Why would anyone leave hay bales on the side of the road? That is so weird. But let's pull up right here, and then we are gonna lower the bed because we're gonna start loading up the hay bales right on top of the bed. I guess let's pick up all of these. Oh my goodness, dude, why would anyone do this? I guess someone got lazy. Actually, you know what, maybe it fell out of someone's truck. Maybe that happened. There we go. All right, so we need about like 2 more and we should be pretty much done with this job. So let me place this one right here. There we go. And oh, actually, you know what, I can just pick 2 of these up at the same time. Dude, I can't believe this is our first job and we already have like a quarter of this bed filled up. But let's get back in here. There we go. And we are gonna drop the bed. Dude, I love this feature. This truck is so expensive. Even though I'm renting it out, who knows, maybe I might buy it in the future. Who knows, you guys. But let's get out of here. We are now heading back to the main city so we can grab those cones that someone for some reason ended up leaving and closing the road. That is so ridiculous. That's I have never seen that in my life. But let's pull in, and the road that is closed should be right around here. Oh, here it is. I see it. All right, so here is where we are gonna have to pull up and pick up all of these cones that for some reason someone left. Like, if someone can explain it to me and help me understand why someone would do this, I would appreciate that. But let's quickly drop the bed. There we go. We're dropping the bed so we can put all of these cones right there. So I guess let's start off with these first. There we go. Let's do half of these because I can't carry that many since my pockets aren't that big. By the way, don't ask how big my pockets are. All right, so let's place these cones right here. Dude, oh my goodness, we are gonna have so much trash. This is not even funny. I should probably not put the cones right there. That is gonna fall. Let me actually place it right here at the bottom. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks way better. And then we'll put the small cones like right here. We'll put them at the top. There we go. Boom, look at that. All right, so I guess we gotta pick up these last final cones and then we should be done with this job. Hopefully I make a lot of money. If I don't make a lot of money, then I am probably not gonna do this ever again because it's probably just gonna be a waste of time. So let's pick up all of those cones and finally finish putting them on the back of the bed. There we go. We're almost done. Yes. All right, we're done with the tiny cones. All we gotta do is put the big cones back. So I guess let me finish putting them on the side. I think that was working pretty nice. And this one should be the last one. Oh no, we have one more. Oh, there you go. All right, so we're finished cleaning up the road. Look at that. It is so clean. Now it got me wondering, what if like someone left their trash at the campground? I wouldn't be surprised, but I guess let's pull up the bed and then we are gonna make our way over here and check the campground and see if anyone left their trash, because at this point I wouldn't be surprised if someone left it, even though I feel like this is the job of a park ranger. But that's fine. We work for the city, so I guess it's technically part of the city. So let's pull in. We don't have to pay the toll since we are a worker. And oh yep, I knew it. I told you guys that someone would have left all of their stuff behind. Oh, dude, come on. All right, you guys know the drill. Let's raise up the bed. There we go. And then we gotta pick up all of this stuff. Yo, why would anyone leave all this stuff? I'm pretty sure this is expensive. But let's start off with the chair. The chair is gonna go right here. I wish I could fold this. It would have been better, but that's fine. Oh my goodness. Can this even fit in the back of my bed? I mean, we're gonna have to squeeze it in. Oh, dude, it barely fits in there. No way. And then let's remove the tower light. Now, this is probably gonna go on top of the hay bale since it's pretty heavy and it's pretty sturdy. So I know that it's not gonna move. And the campfire, I'm just gonna put the wood right here on the side. It's not trash. It's gonna go back to nature. Go back to nature. Let's grab the American flag. And then we are gonna grab a tent. Oh, there you go. Dude, this is not gonna fit in here. Oh my goodness. There is no way. Oh, there you go. All right, so let me quickly drop the bed down. Let's see how this is looking like. I'm also gonna have to put the flag right here, or I don't know. I mean, you know what? I could just leave it here. It could be a really nice decoration. Oh yeah, that looks actually nice. You know what? That is gonna stay. Dude, we are filling up really bad. Look at that. We're pretty much halfway filled up. We still have a small section where we could put some more junk, which hopefully we don't have any more junk, and this is pretty much it. But I believe someone ended up leaving some trash in the back of the APM store. We're gonna go and check right now. It might have been a homeless guy, you guys. So we're gonna go and check right now if they ended up leaving any trash behind. Okay, so this is the church, and then the APM store is gonna be right here. So let's quickly pull in. Uh-oh, on accident I turned off my engine. There you go. And then we are gonna check right here in the back. So let's quickly reverse, and we are gonna park right here. So let's go in the back and see if there's any trash. Oh my goodness, I literally walked past by it. So let's pick up this sleeping bag. Dude, this guy had a nice quiet setup. So a lantern, some marshmallows, which looks like he was eating pretty good, and lastly, it looks like there's a shovel for some reason. Hopefully he didn't use this for anything bad, but let's quickly dump all of this in the back of the bed right here. I'm not gonna drop it anymore since I don't want any of these things to fall. So let me put the shovel right here in the back. There we go. We're gonna put a nice lantern right there, a sleeping bag. Honestly, the sleeping bag is gonna go right here in the back for sure. And then we have some marshmallow, which I guess we can just throw in the back as well. So let's quickly do that. There we go. All right, let me just double check and make sure I didn't miss anything, which it looks like the entire back of the store is clean, and it looks like I am doing my job very good. But if we take a look at the time, it is 3 p.m., which means we are in the last 3 hours of our time. So we gotta hurry up and finish this last shop, which is literally down the road. It's right there where the house is. I think someone ended up leaving some tools that they don't want anymore, and we're gonna go and pick them up and put them in the back of our bed. So let's quickly pull over to their house right here. So let me carefully slow down, and I don't see anything so far, you guys. Yeah, I don't see anything. What the heck? Oh, wait a minute. Is that it right there? No, wait. Dude, these things are so small. I almost did not see them. So let's quickly park up our truck right here on the side. There we go. And then we're gonna pick up all of these tools right here. It looks like they have a tow strap that they don't use anymore. So let me quickly hop back here. There we go. We're gonna put it right, I guess we'll put it right there. Awesome. And then we'll grab, let's see what else. We'll grab this leaf blower, which I think it works. Wait a minute. Yo, this thing works. Look at that. No way. Wait, does this work as well? The grass cutter? Hold on. No way. Yo, these things are like brand new. I might have to keep it, you guys. Look at that. I did not know for sure. I thought it was broken, but I guess let's put them here in the back. Who knows? We might sell it. So let's put the leaf blower right here. There we go. And then we'll put the grass cutter right in the back as well. We're gonna put it right underneath the bench. Nice. Look at that. Dude, this thing is fully loaded with junk. Well, kind of. I think the only thing we have to do now is head over to the garbage area where we can dispose all of this and drop it up, because I'm not gonna keep this since all of it is pretty much junk. But before we do head over there, let me quickly grab some gas. I'm pretty low on gas since this is the first time I've used this truck. So I guess let's quickly put some gas right here. All right, there we go. So let's quickly fill up some diesel, because this is the only thing that this truck takes is some good old diesel. And we are gonna run to the gas station and grab a quick drink. So I guess let me quickly grab oh yes, you could never go wrong with a nice Coca-Cola, or in this case a Bloxy Cola. And oh my goodness, what happened to my head? Oh, there you go. All right, so the drink is on me, my friend. What? I have to pay you? It's my birthday. So now let me hop in, and we are gonna make our way to the trash area, disposal area, which is not too far. Thankfully, we don't have to drive across the city. So let me make sure the road is clear. Let's make a left turn, and then we are gonna pull into this dirt road here again. So let's quickly do that, and here we are. This is pretty much where you come and dump all your trash. There doesn't seem to be a lot of mess today, but that is about to change. So let me quickly park the truck right here. We're gonna lower it, and we are pretty much gonna unload everything from the bed. So we have quite the work to do. Let's start off with the tent. Let's put the tent right there. Let me grab the picnic table. Oh, this is so heavy, you guys. And then we have a couple of more items that we gotta pick up. Dude, there is so much. We're not even halfway finished, you guys. By the way, if you guys do want any of this stuff, feel free to come to the trash disposal area. It's gonna be right under here, and then you can pretty much grab all the things that people don't want. I don't want as well. So let me jump back in. Let's grab. Oh no, that's so disgusting. I just slept on that. Let me grab the. Oh my goodness, there is so much stuff, dude. There's also a lot of hay bales that we have to unload from the truck, but I think we might be halfway done now. Let me just finish putting this right here. Yeah, look at that. We just need the cones and the hay bales, and we should be pretty much done with this job, and we'll be able to return the truck and pick up our beautiful GMC Ultimate Denali from the implement store. So let me quickly grab all of these cones. Let me grab the last 3 big cones from the bed, and that is gonna be it for the cones. Now let me just quickly line them up against the wall right here. Jeez Louise. Let's finish up by putting the baby cones. Wait, I forgot. We still have like 3 more hay bales. Whoops. So let's put the last 3 hay bales right here. Let's quickly stack them like that, and I think that is gonna be it for. Oh no, we have a shovel. Let's grab the shovel and let's place it right on the floor. All right, I think we are now officially done with unloading the truck. Look at that. It is pretty empty in here. Let me just quickly drop it. There we go. And then we are gonna make our way to the implement store so we can start leaving this truck and then pick up our truck. Pick up our truck? Get it? Okay, never mind. Alrighty, everyone. We have arrived at the implement store. I'm gonna get this thing parked where I found it, and before I leave it parked up, I am gonna turn off the light bar and the arrow board. So I think that should be. Oh no, oops, my arrow board is still on, so let me actually turn that off. Nice. All right, there you go. We got that thing delivered, and we should now be able to pick up our truck. So let me hop in. Let me get this bad boy started. Now be able to clock out and start making our way back to our beautiful farmhouse. So I guess I'll catch you guys over there. Alright, everyone, we have now arrived back to our beautiful farmhouse. So let's quickly park up our truck right here. There we. Oh no, I almost crashed. There we go. And we are done with the day. We managed to do it just in time, literally on the clock, and finish our first day of our junk removal business. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. It means the whole world to me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.